hit the button. I'm going to share the links out. Of course, I closed all my media. Oh? Hold up, everybody. We are live.
All right.
Sweet.
Okay, hang on. We are live. Okay. Hello and welcome to Game Complainers, episode 462. I'm your host, Barry.
Host Anthony.
And Frank.
And we have a long night tonight, a big night.
A lot of stuff happened this week.
Yeah.
Just in time for me to come home. All right. Awesome, Jesus. So we got Carlos Gaming in the live chat. We got Abo here. We got Damian Poe here, Liquor Sandwich. We got Alchemist. And we got Jesus. What's going on?
What's
Everybody
up,
in
guys?
the live chat room. We need some members on this channel because we don't have any left. Woo!
Uh-oh.
So that would be cool.
Remember.
We got a big night tonight, man. We got crazy stuff going on this week. What the hell happened?
Everything just imploded over
Things
this week.
crumbled. Things. Life began. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I don't know what you guys want to start with. I don't even know where to start. There's
Let's
so
get
much
this
to unpack.
Bayonetta shit out of the way.
Okay.
Bayonetta?
Yeah. I guess this was the more controversial topic of the week. I think
All right, listen.
because people are saying this is right, this is wrong. You're not
Listen.
supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that.
We're gonna literally take this, crumple it up, and throw it right in a little garbage pail because guess what? This lady came out, said she wasn't offered enough money, blah, blah, blah. The guy came out, threatened to kill her, deleted his Twitter, put it back up. And then it came out from, I think, Bloomberg or something. Oh, she was actually offered more money and wanted residuals, and she turned it down. And they even tried to make her a cameo in the game. So the internet turned back on her, and you know what I say? Buy the game or don't buy the game. Do what you want. End of story.
Between
Next.
them and her. You're right. That's exactly. I couldn't have
There's
said it better
nothing here.
myself.
This is all bullshit. Go ahead.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm happy we're talking about it now after that stuff came out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it worked out.
So next.
All right. Let's go right to the tech stuff. So Gotham Knights.
No,
Let's run
Jesus. She was gonna get $1,000 an hour. Get your story straight. Oh, go ahead. She was.
Yeah, I know. I read the thing. I was
Yep.
like, whoa. So Gotham Knights is going to run on all consoles at 30 frames per second, which is
got the
unacceptable
my buddies
in my
at WB
opinion.
Montreal. The guys that fucked me over 9 years ago on Arkham Origins.
Yeah, so it's like really no surprise that
No.
it's the same team or whatever, but
You know
And
what?
I'm pretty
This game-
sure we said that before.
This game was
You
never
know.
on my radar. I don't give a shit about it. It looks like shit. It always looked like shit. It always sounded like shit. Yo, how do you have a Batman game without Batman?
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
it's not even Batman. Like I feel like
Who
we
wants to
got
play
the-
as Robin and a bunch of jabronis? You know what I mean? What's the fuck is the point? Just let everyone rob, and then the villains are blowing shit up. I'm like, just rob all the banks and leave. What are you blowing shit up for and laughing about? Who cares? This is stupid. You're
Yeah.
villains. Rob the bank and take off. Take all the
Well, when is
jewels.
this supposed to drop?
I don't know.
This month, I think in a couple of next week or something, maybe the 28th. I don't
Lazy
even know.
ass WB
me
Montreal,
see.
says Jesus. RWK88. Start with
But they-
Silent Deal 2? No, Silent Hill's for later.
No, but they said that they're basically
OBS disconnected for 1 second. Of course, we're going to have problems tonight. Here we go. OBS reconnected. All right. Here we go. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was saying so they came out and said that they're not going to fix this thing post launch. That, you know, like other companies where they actually put out a 60 frames or performance mode or something to put into this game. They're just like, no, you're going to get it as it is. And you're going to accept it, basically, is what they said.
The Alchemist says the game is dead on arrival. I agree. It was dead on arrival before all this shit, so I don't understand.
This is like the final
Here's
thing.
what I
like,
think,
come on.
okay? I know this is crazy conspiracy theory here. I think, you know how they canceled the last gen versions? And you know how the systems are forward compatible? I think these are the last gen versions with a day one 4K whatever
Resolution.
patch.
Yeah.
They're smacking it on there as a label, but it's not actually
They
performing.
basically put
like
the
any-
PS5
yeah.
label over the PS4 game and did the
Yeah.
day one update to give it the HDR and all that shit. Or whatever they were going to put out, ray tracing. I think that's what happened. And
They
for
just ran out of time, and they were just like, "Fuck it!" Like, we'll
probably
just put this out. Yeah,
$70 for console, and and
30 frames.
CD
That's
keys.
unbelievable.
CD keys, it's $44 right now. And if you want the deluxe edition, I think it's only like $49. So yeah, I don't buy that shit where they ran out of time. I mean, where they couldn't make it 60 frames per second or add a performance mode. That's bullshit because it runs on the 1660 at 1080p 60 FPS. So
Yeah, and they're
that
not
came
even
out
going
a
to put
week-
it in later. Like, they're not even. That's just what I don't
They
get.
flat
it's like,
out
you
said
wouldn't even
they're not
try.
going to because they can't. It's like this company's Montreal, WB Montreal said the same thing about Arkham Origins 9 years ago.
Yes,
They
I
were-
remember that.
I literally have a video of me not being able to finish the game. And I fell through the floor endlessly. Okay? And they turned around and put a statement out like 9 years ago saying, yeah, we could fix the game, but we have planned DLC for this, so we're just going to focus on that. So they basically said, fuck everybody that bought the game.
And we'll take your money now for the DLC. It's like, come on.
And that
You
was
know,
a big
that's just-
controversial statement back in the day. I don't know if anybody remembers
yeah.
that. I remember it.
I
'Cause
remember.
I bought the game
We
and
did-
I was trying to play
Yeah.
it.
And we did a show on that. Yeah. So
So
It's such a fake excuse, though, because there's so many games that run at 60 that are pushing the boundaries. Like,
RW
there's an update later, right? Like,
RWK, it's not the consoles, it's the people making the fucking games. They suck.
yeah, obviously we know the PS5 and the Series X can do it.
WB
The Series
Montreal
S can
has
probably
had
do it.
issues with Batman games before. This isn't anything
Yeah.
new.
right. It's just history repeating itself.
And
here.
I like
It's
how people are blaming the Series S and they're blaming it. It's like it has nothing to do with that stuff.
Nope.
It has to do with these devs. These devs in particular always have had problems making games. You can go back to Arkham Origins. Google Arkham Origins problems. You will read all the statements and everything. But I remember that because I had that game and I couldn't even finish it. I have a video on this channel that's 9 years old, which I showed you guys in a private chat room. I open the door on the boat. I go in. Everything's white. I leave. I go back in. I was like, okay, it's a glitch. Whatever. I'll just go back in and come back in. The room. I go back in. The room is still white. I walk forward. I fall through the floor endlessly for hours.
literally through the map.
I'm just saying the deal with these devs is they have the capable machines. Yeah, they're just lazy.
And they're trying to do things on the cheap. They're lazy.
Or they
you know.
developed this game before, like prior on the older consoles.
That's what I think happened, and they were just like, "We're just
slapped
going
the
to
fucking
finish it
label
like
on
that."
it, and that was it. And they said, "All right, oh yeah, the PS4 version, PS5 version, boom, out the door."
But I don't think your theory is that far off because that just seems like something they would do given their history, ignoring, the performance that we can get, ignoring, what the fans would actually want out of, a Batman game or Arkham or whatever you want to call
This
it.
is why when the PlayStation 4 was riding high, I told everybody they care about the graphics and not the performance. And I'm like, you got to start demanding the performance, or else this is what they're going to do from now on. And this company is like, yeah, no, people, they're coming right off PlayStation 4.
Stuck,
This
9
is
years
why.
ago. Yeah.
This is why. Now you're getting a 30 FPS thing. And then A Plague's Tale has performance issues, and people are like, is this the beginning of 30 FPS game? And it's like, no, it's not. Just
No, it's
because we've seen everyone. The last game really that was in 30 was the Medium, like the last big game, and that was acceptable because they explained why.
Just rendering 2 instances
were-
of the game.
Right,
but they weren't
but
like,
since
fuck
then
you.
you've been getting everything in like 60.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is a trend. I know people are starting to say that to get scared, but Yeah, it's just WB Montreal. I don't like them at all. They
It
scammed me on
also
Batman back in the day.
it says the game was planned to release in 2021, so that makes perfect sense that they were working on the old gen version. Because this is not launching on PS4 and Xbox One, right?
No, they canceled those versions, and
Yeah,
gee, I wonder
so-
why.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
It should
this
be
is
on
what you're
the
getting.
previous versions
Yeah.
because it runs like that.
Yeah, it should be able to
That's what
run.
they're putting on the new shit. Just slapped it on.
So, whatever. I would
That's
say,
a shame, man.
I think this game's
It's a
gonna be $10 to $20 by Black Friday, guaranteed. So if
Yeah.
I were you, I would wait. If people really want to play it on console, I would wait. If you can play it on a PC, I think CD Keys has it right now for $44 on Steam.
And that we're running 60,
It
right?
runs in 60, and hey, you're saving a lot of money right there. So definitely wait on this one is my advice. If you don't want to, go ahead, buy it, enjoy it. If that's your thing, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not going
fans
to
of
gatekeep,
the
but I'm going to
properties
just
are gonna
warn
buy
people on this
day one.
one.
Right.
We've seen it before where it's going to drop.
Well, look at Madden. Madden came out last month. It's already $39.99 at GameStop.
Yep.
I
Or-
always tell
or it
my
was over the
dad to
weekend.
wait. Like, I just tell him to wait, like wait till Black Friday and just call it. Like, I know it comes out in August and it's full price, but it's just not, just wait.
Let's get those likes up.
Yeah, gotta hit the thumbs up.
Well, like for me too. Like people don't buy new games from me because they know Black Friday's coming up. Yo, once it hits the end of August, no one's buying brand new games until after Black Friday. At least for me and a lot of other places. So I have the Mario game, the Mario Rabbids game coming in. I have at least 2 people that want it. I don't know if anybody else is going to come in for it. But again, you have people that are going to wait till Black Friday because these games are going to be half off anyway.
Yeah.
But Arkham Knights, I
Sure.
could see $10 to $20.
Gotham Knights.
Gotham, whatever the hell it's called. If it flops, you're going to see $10. If it worst comes to worst, you're going to see it for 20. I guarantee it. You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. Anyway.
And then the Callisto Protocol devs trolled the Gotham Knight devs. They said, "Don't worry, it's launching on whatever day, and we will have 60 FPS mode."
There you go. Yeah. I mean,
They
that's
better
what
have
you
a- They
want.
better have a good game if they're going to
Well,
turn
we'll
around
see.
and say shit like that.
They tried it.
Imagine if they say,
Yeah.
"Yeah, look how big it is," and then you get the game and it sucks.
It could happen. It's happened
That
before.
game looks pretty good though.
I think it'll be fine, but I wouldn't be going around doing that quite yet.
That is kind of funny though, but yeah.
Yeah. What's the
Yeah, they
deal
were
with these
ballsy with that.
devs? Well, a lot of companies don't buy the dev kits right away, and that's a problem.
And
Yeah, I feel like
isn't,
a company like this would do that,
aren't they like trying to liquidate or condense or something anyway? Like, aren't they trying to like sell or
No,
WB?
no, because the Discovery people took over, so now they're like
Oh,
figuring
okay.
stuff out. Who's buying? You know what? Let's do a poll right now.
We gotta see this. I'm waiting for it to pop up. Who's
Oh my god. Only Anthony.
yes?
Oh man, he's winning.
Oh man, he's winning by a landslide.
I can't even see.
Jeez.
5
Damn, now I
votes.
gotta buy this game.
Speaking of buying games,
Oh
we'll get to that later. We're not going to open that can of worms right now.
no.
Buying games.
Yeah. All right. What else you got? That's Gotham Knights. That's the big controversy that runs at 30 FPS. I wouldn't put my money anywhere near this. Like I said in the little community tab, keep walking, bitch. If they're all walking on the cover, keep walking. Walk to Metropolis.
We gotta tell them this is unacceptable. I mean, that's the only way you're gonna do that.
Yeah, but
Just
people
don't
are
buy it.
stupid, man. I was reading, 30, 60 frames make people sick. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're the same guy that was bragging about God of War running at like 120 hertz or whatever.
Yep.
You know what I mean? People don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. I go on Twitter and I'm like, my mind is blown at how stupid people are.
I know it's annoying.
Some people can't concentrate when it's in 60. Yeah, okay.
What?
Put that hot Black Friday sale list together for us. Yeah, well, usually every year I go on the sites and I tell you what's a good deal or not.
Yeah,
What I
once
think
the
is good.
circulars leak, we kind of talk about them every
Talk
year.
about it,
We try to
yeah.
let you guys
We
know.
had the Black Friday show the last
Yeah.
2 years, right?
Yeah, we talk about all the stuff, all the good sales that you should check out and what we want to get.
All right, next.
That'll be
topic.
November,
Yeah, that will be. Next
which is
topic.
right around the corner.
Yes.
Let's
Here we
hop right into that G4 news real quick.
G4 closed.
Yeah.
Good night. Thank you. Good night.
See ya.
No, yeah. Yes, yeah.
Well,
It's
we
not what it
kinda-
used to be. So
we
yeah,
kind
it
of
failed.
knew this was going to happen about a month ago when they fired a bunch of people. They fired like 70 employees or something, right? Last month? Maybe it was 30. I
And,
don't remember. It was a lot of people.
It's been a decline.
Deals fell through. They're spending money on these expensive ass studios. You know what I mean? Like,
What
like
deal
boatloads
now?
of money.
I didn't know about this. You broke this to us. What deal
So,
fell through?
Yeah, so there it was apparently.
Are you listening, Jesus?
The sources of the interwebs has led to show that there was deals that actually fell through between G4 and WWE. G4 was actually banking on getting a cut of the money, whatever that was, whatever that deal was that fell through completely, and that happened, recently, and that also kind of didn't help matters when they were
I
losing
thought
money.
Triple H was doing a good job.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought Triple H was setting things straight. No, yeah, I just think that it was just a bad move to go on cable to begin with. It was just obviously Comcast was paying the bills, but it's just you should have just had two shows, dumbed down like how many people you had on every show, switching people in and out, and just kind of condensed it down just like a YouTube channel, like something like this. And I guess a lot of people would say, yeah, no, it wasn't a good idea to bring them back in this climate because there's so many people like us. Every account that's made every day, every new show, every new podcast, every new video is competing. They're competing with that. You know what I mean? The G4 is competing with that. Like they're not competing. G4 doesn't have the upper hand just because of nostalgia. It completely washed them out. You have content creators every day that are streaming, that are making content, and it wasn't going to last because people can just go to someone else that has a more chill show where there's only a few people and a few ideas, and it doesn't need a bunch of wacky production. You don't need these neon G4 signs hanging in your studio that cost $1 million. You don't need that for a good show. You could be flashy, you can have some dumbass at the controls making it look all flashy, but if your show is hollow, then it's going to fail. And that's exactly what happened. It just wasn't the same. It's not 2002 anymore.
Here's what I think
we have
they
to wake up
done.
and smell the roses.
Should have come back to YouTube or Twitch, did your reviews with each different person that they had, personality. Like one guy does the Horizon Forbidden West review, another guy does what came out this year.
I don't even know.
Scorn.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
other
say
guy
Scorn,
does a
yeah.
Scorn review. And then every Friday, they get together on the couch and do the live show with the chat room and
Yeah.
everything. That's what they should have done. But, I mean,
Right.
we can armchair quarterback. What I think the problem here is, I think G4 wanted to, like, be true to what it used to be and not change it. Because I think they felt if they would have changed the way that they used to do the show now, it would have hampered the product. But I don't think they understood, like, that's gone. Like those days are
Yeah,
over.
'cause
Like, you got to move on.
Right, because even what they were trying to do was nothing near what they used to do. I mean, it was just like it was just a completely different network. And even back in the day, Tech TV closed, and then it was the Comcast era. Like there was all different eras of G4, even back in the day, where there would be changes overhead that would go through the network and cut shows and stuff like that. But this didn't even have a solid foundation to stand on. Less than a year of launching. I mean, this thing launched November of last year. So you got to think like, damn, like even the old G4 probably would have like lasted, at least 2 years or something
Well,
if it
TV
had
was
the
different back
solid
then.
foundation.
You got sponsors from
Right.
networks and stuff like that. Now you're relying on friggin' manscaping and ball trimming. What is that thing called? Blue Chew
Yeah,
and
The
blue
lawnmower
balls?
5000.
Lawnmower 69, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, like I said,
Hey, do you
I
shave your
don't.
balls while you're playing video games? Shave your
Yeah.
ass hair too with the ball trimmer 89. It's like, who cares?
It's like once that product
Those are
came
the
out, like they
sponsors
just
for
kept,
the internet now.
yeah, they kept talking about that, like But yeah, I think it's it was just it just didn't really click, and I don't think they really brought. They didn't really bring it to the table. They didn't really try to stand out.
Star
There's
Trek
too
was
many
on
cooks
G4
in the kitchen.
at one point.
Yeah.
Remember?
It was. The Next Generation would show reruns all the time.
They had cops on
And-
G4.
Yeah, no, they did, because that's how they had to keep their viewers and the ratings up.
And that's
So
probably
you could have
who
your
paid the
two
bills.
shows. It did pay the bills.
Yeah.
Cops and Cheaters and Star Trek, that paid the bills. So the two shows, which were Attack of the Show and X-Play, those are the two anchor shows. And them trying to bring it back in this format didn't work because the show was all over the place. It was always inconsistent. And it just didn't make any sense. It really just failed to have that like comfy atmosphere that some of the older stuff had. And it just, like I said, it's like if you watch G4 TV, there used to be a show called G4TV.com where they would just sit in a circle and just answer fan questions about tech. And they would, some guy would call up and be like, "Oh, I just played this game Eternal Darkness and it's really cool, like it turns off the screen and all this stuff, like it does like." And just to hear that, like to go back to watch those episodes because they're out there, that is an era that we'll just never get back. And that was like the peak of G4 was just in the early to mid 2000s. You know what I mean? It's just they try to recapture some kind of stuff just off nostalgia.
It's
to
like when you
people
bring back like a TV show like from the 90s. It's just not really going to work now because it worked in that time period.
Right.
Like you can't bring back, as much as I love 90210, you can't bring that back now. They tried a couple of years ago. But you can't bring it back now because it's not that time period. That show was for the times. A lot of these shows are for the times now. And I don't think people understand that. Like, perfect example, A Christmas Story is getting a sequel, even though it has 2 other sequels already, or one of those.
I was going to say, it already has one.
I don't think they understand. People love A Christmas Story because they love watching it every Christmas. I was going to say Halloween. I'm watching it every Christmas.
That's the people out there.
Imagine that. Yeah.
People aren't watching A Christmas Story every day. They're watching it every Christmas on a rerun on TV. That doesn't mean they want Ralphie at 90 years old to come back and make another HBO special.
He's going to be the grandfather probably at this point.
But nobody wants that, and I don't think they understand that. They're trying to capitalize on nostalgia, but the nostalgia is watching the reruns every year for Christmas, during Christmas.
Now,
It's
you can
like
watch Black
when-
Christmas on Halloween.
Okay, but
You
listen.
know?
Like when you go to the store, like you go to like the mall, they play Christmas music.
Yeah.
They don't play Christmas music all year round because people like it. They play it once a year and that's it.
Yep.
Because it's
And it's
nostalgia or whatever, and that's it.
It's it goes hand in hand with that. Yeah.
They're
I
not
think-
going to say,
and-
"Hey, everybody, it's New Year's. We're playing Christmas music for everyone that likes it." It's like no, it's like that's over.
Yeah, it's like,
man.
come on. Yeah.
It's the
When you
same
used to work
songs,
at
too.
like I was gonna say when you used to work at any like retail job and they'd play the same songs, like Christmas songs, and they would start like in like November, and you're just like, oh my god. By the time it was like New Year's, you were just like, turn this
Well,
thing
you know
off.
why
like,
they do that, right? Because when you think of Christmas in November, you think of I got to start shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta shop.
spend
Yeah,
money.
no, it's part of it. Yeah, it's part of that Dawn of the Dead, mindset of going to the mall and shopping. And it's like it's the thing is it's funny too. You mentioned Black Christmas, or you mentioned Christmas Story on Halloween, but yeah, Bob Clark, same director. So there you go. You can watch Black Christmas on Halloween, and then you can watch his other movie, Christmas Story, on Christmas.
Is
It's
he
perfect.
doing this Ralphie reboot? Or
Ralph,
No,
it's called A
That's
Christmas Story Christmas. It's like
what?
They can't call it 2 because they already made 2
I gotta
With-
look this up.
with friggin' Marv from Home Alone as the father.
Yeah,
Which,
but didn't that
ironically
even
enough,
come
it
out like
was-
20 years later? Like,
ironically enough, it was a good movie. It just had the wrong
oh
cast.
wow. And the title was probably just a cash in on the name.
It's a
That could have
Christmas
been
Story,
titled
too.
anything. Yeah.
But yeah,
What is
it's
this?
called
Follows Ralphie, now an adult, who returns to the house of Cleveland Street to give his kids a magical Christmas
His
like the
kids
one
are
he
like
had as
70.
a childhood.
Ralphie, you've come home.
Oh my
Big John
god.
and Little John are living in his house.
They're really doing this they're really doing this return shit. That's crazy. I didn't even hear about this.
I saw the commercial the other day.
Christmas
What is it
Story
airing on? Like,
kills.
is it like
HBO
Disney
Max.
or HBO? Wow.
Telling you,
He just goes home to look out
it
the
should be a
window.
horror movie. Ralphie kills. Ah!
There was someone
You'll
there was
shoot your
someone that
eye
did
out.
a trailer parody back in the day where they made it like a horror movie and it was called A Christmas Gory. And it was like
Ugh.
they made it all scary. Like the dad's opening the box, he's like, I don't know what's in there. And then it's like they make it all like creepy. I don't know if it's still out there, but
He puts a real human leg on a lamp.
Yeah,
Like, oh, it's
yeah.
the lamp.
oh, it's beautiful. Look at it.
Loomis is like, he'll
Yeah.
shoot your eye out. Don't open
What's
that.
going on in here? Hawkins,
Every
what's
Christmas,
going on in
he
here?
comes home.
Did Michael kill again?
Did Ralphie shoot his eye again?
Yeah. Did I get shot out again?
He's killing people with the icicles.
we are gonna talk about that movie later.
Yeah, I have it on the list here.
Yeah.
So so Christmas Story Christmas is coming out. Good luck.
That I didn't even know that. So there you
Nobody
go.
wants to see that. You should just try to get a shotgun instead. That was a good one. Okay, I'll give you that one. Ralphie kills. Open presents tonight.
Open presents tonight. Open presents tonight.
Tommy Doyle.
Oh, God.
He's in Clerks 3, by the way. The new Tommy Doyle.
Trying to think of who.
Oh yeah.
Because we were watching Ends, and then we watched Clerks 3 right after. And I was like, oh, it's Tommy Doyle.
I downloaded Clerks 3. I still gotta watch it.
Hmm.
Dude, you might get pissed off at that movie, too.
We'll talk
like
about
a
it when I watch
fucking-
it.
It's like a back-to-back of being pissed off month.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
A lot of crazy shit, I guess, in Hollywood.
Yeah, between that and the gaming stuff, it's like holy shit. It's just sensory overload.
He gets a real shotgun instead. He shoots his eye out for real, and he becomes a serial killer.
You'll shoot your eye out. You'll blow your head off. Oh my God.
Why was Christmas Story 2 randomly released in 2012? Like what made them wait?
That's
Money.
10 years ago. Wow. And Daniel
Money,
Stern
yeah.
is the father. It's like, dude, Daniel Stern
Yeah, what the hell?
looks nothing like the old man. He's like
No.
younger. And it is a sequel.
Right.
It takes
Yeah,
place
no,
right
that was-
after. It
Is
was actually a good film, but it wasn't casted properly.
It didn't have the
Hey,
same.
His camera
What the
died.
hell?
Oh.
What the hell?
Oh my god, he
It
needs a new
finally
computer.
just died.
Tomorrow,
Help me.
can you donate to this guy so he can get a new computer? Frank, your connection. You look like friggin'
Yeah, yours looks like snowy now.
yours looks snowy, not mine.
I think it's because we're linked to Anthony.
You know what, man? This guy, he's on a shoestring budget.
He's not on a
What the
shoestring.
fuck?
What does he have? Chewing gum holding the camera up?
I don't know why this thing.
Yeah, every time he like does that, your camera like fuzzes. I don't know. It's probably OBS trying to like
Let's talk Anthony.
fix it.
Let's talk about Anthony getting new
Hang on.
equipment. coming soon.
I might have to throw this cam link out the fucking window in a second.
Dude, that cam
Hold
link is 150 fucking years old. You need to throw it out and just get the card.
It's actually not. This cam link's only like a year and a half old. It's the cam link 4K.
Is A Christmas Story 2 still canon, or are they retconning that?
I don't know. I would think they're retconning it. I don't fucking know.
Can you believe we have to think about this stuff for a Christmas movie? It's gotten to that point. Just doing this. Like what?
Dude, I don't even know anymore.
What is happening?
They won't bring back Nightmare on Elm Street, but they'll bring back fucking Ralphie for a Christmas
That's what I
story.
mean. And they're like
At
retconning
175
movies and
years
making
old.
sequels.
Is he gonna go down up the slide and beat the shit out of Santa Claus? he's gonna get the shotgun and just kill everybody from the
He's gonna
first
stick-
movie.
He's gonna stick the kid's tongue to the pole and then like rip it off.
Yeah. He's gonna
Hope
shoot
we get
it off.
unstuck. Yeah. It's
He's
like
not even
falling
gonna
down
waste
meets
time. He's just
Ralphie.
gonna just start shooting.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, and the
Who's that lady
Oh,
back
jeez.
there? There's some scared lady on the wall. Oh man! Oh, there you go.
it's just like
Jason needs his time in the spotlight. Yeah, if he could get out of court already. He's been in court longer than Harvey Weinstein. This guy, Jason.
imagine Jason like at the stand, testify, speak, and
He was supposed to actually in Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh my god!
It was a script which Bob Shea threw in the friggin' the vault. That was a script I read online in the Homics. No, in high school.
It's kind of interesting though.
In computer lab. Jason was on the stand, and one of the family members of the people he killed got up and shot him. And then he was rushed to the emergency room, and while he was in and out, that's when he met with Freddy in the dream world.
Actually, sounds kind of cool.
No, it wasn't cool.
Oh, it was bad. I didn't read the script, so I don't know how bad it
It
was.
was bad. It started at the beginning of the century, the 19th century, with men on
Redheads.
horseback. The
Oh,
Fred
was it
heads
Fred-
came along later.
Yeah.
And it had Alice and Jacob and the guy from the TV show and Jason's cousin. It's like so stupid. It's like you don't bring the survivors back at this point.
No.
Jason's cousin.
I'll see Clerks. I'll see if I can find Clerks stream tonight. Oh
It's
man,
on,
you know what? You got to throw that camera away.
It's on that site, Jesus. If you use the same site
Oh, fuck.
to watch stuff. Well, we could just talk about the real quick news real fast. There's like I have little snippets.
Yeah, but we can't ditch him while he's down.
No, but it's just stuff like I have release dates.
That's okay. Just let him
Okay.
figure out his problem. Just give him a couple of minutes.
I mean, I'm fine with talking about A Christmas Story Kills because that's.
Well, we should
pretty-
just do that then. I mean, why don't we do a poll, right? That always works. So Anthony's got to buy Gotham Knights, Arkham Knights, no
was the-
Batman Knights.
Oh, 80%
Boogie
said
Nights.
only Anthony.
Speaking of Boogie
Jeez.
Nights, Boogie's got no money left, right? The guy's broke
Yeah.
again.
I saw the other day he was
I'm broke. Give me money.
he went broke.
I had millions of dollars and I lost it. Okay. Sucks for him. Anyway, what was the poll? Will
Ralphie, you've come home. Or- yes, absolutely.
Mia is in Anthony's house. No, I think Anthony just has a computer problem.
The cat bit the wire.
Yeah, the cat bit the wire. The cat was pinched in between his chair and bit his wire.
Oh no! Oh no! Whoa!
All right.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, we're good. I'm not
Okay.
freezing. That's cool.
Who said no?
Next topic.
All right.
Okay, good. I was getting worried there for a minute.
People are gonna come in this room and be like, "Why is that poll say that?"
Yeah, right.
Dude, I'm thinking of the end of Halloween, and I'm thinking of Anthony just sitting there like.
I'm imagining Ralphie.
That should happen. They should
And they-
replace Michael Myers with Ralphie at the end.
And the
when
whole
he's-
time
when he's on the table.
the whole time he wears the bunny pajamas, so he's being like,
Yo, how does that shit happen on the table and this guy doesn't scream once?
I mean, did you watch the movie? Nothing makes sense.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Ralphie's come home.
Yeah.
Big John.
John-
Little
Ralphie
John.
again.
They live in his house.
Did little John kill
They dance to,
again?
like stupid Christmas music, like on the record player instead of the Halloween music.
Did Ralphie kill again? Loomis, his second patient's Ralphie.
And in the reboot, they take the bunny suit and they hold it up, and all the guys are going, "Oh!" Yeah.
All right, let's get to the next topic. Enough of the Christmas story. Friggin' destroyed my stream tonight.
Let's just go over the real quick stuff. Miles Morales is coming to PC November 18th, so you'll have the whole Spider-Man.
No!
And Perry's going to be streaming Uncharted tomorrow.
Uncharted's out now. I just didn't download it yet. I redeemed
Uncharted.
it last night, but I didn't.
Maybe I just spoke it into existence. I don't know.
Well, I'm
So-
waiting for the trainer to come out. My man Fling, he should be uploading his trainer soon.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see. Did he upload it? No. PC Building Simulator 2 is the latest trainer. Don't worry, it's coming.
Yeah, he'll do it.
I got Sackboy pre-ordered too. So I paid $35 for Uncharted on PC. And Sackboy I paid $42, $43.
It's not bad.
No, and you got Modern Warfare coming out this week.
Yeah.
This Friday.
I think the campaign is this week and the multiplayer is next week.
So can we do private matches?
It said campaign. I'll check when I get it, but I don't think so.
Isn't
I
it co-op
doubt it.
campaign? Can we just play the campaign online together?
Maybe. We got it. I mean, we could check. Let's see why not.
We got to check it out.
Yeah,
see
when
what
I
happens.
download it, I'll see if there's an option for it.
I
We'll just
downloaded it
talk-
today. It was 80 gigs. So
I gotta download it.
get ready. Rest in peace, your hard drive or SSD, whatever you want to call
Yeah. Yep, it's coming. Hopefully, it'll actually work and we can actually connect and not have issues. But we'll see.
it. Yeah.
What else? What else? What else? Oh, the DualSense Edge is coming out January 26th.
That's not news. Get that shit out of here.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
Get
I
that
don't even
outta
know
here.
about this.
When does it come
Uh,
out, Frank?
It doesn't matter. January.
January?
Let's see. Okay, we could talk about Ash is coming to Fortnite. Ash from Evil Dead. They're doing a Halloween event. I think he's like out or he's coming
Oh,
this
wow.
week. So you can actually have Ash in
He
Fortnite.
should come to
which is-
Fall Guys. With the
They might as
chainsaw.
well.
Yeah, right.
That'd be awesome. Let's talk about Silent Hill. The event that happened today. Perry
Oh, the
streamed
game
it.
that everyone should go out and pirate when it comes out on Steam?
Yes,
Yes.
that game.
1 year exclusivity because Sony can't compete. Oh yeah, we can't compete over here. Phase 1, Phase 2. We can't
The ball-
compete.
The balls to announce that when this is going on. Like, just think about that.
We can't compete, baby. Oh yeah, Silent Hill 2 is exclusive for a year. And then who knows, after a year, then maybe they'll pay even more money to keep it on there.
They did it with Final Fantasy.
Yeah, you know what? Sony can kiss my ass. I've had enough of this. This is detrimental to the industry. Okay?
100%.
Because now you're keeping games off other platforms. You're keeping games from being on the even playing field as far as parity is concerned. And now you're keeping games off other services. We found out today that they had to deal with Activision to keep all Call of Duties off of Game Pass. for years. This has gone back for like 5 or 6 years, they said. Something like that. Then the parity thing is, I'm paying for a Series X. I want the best graphics possible. It's not my fault that Sony is limp dick and they can't make a fucking console that can match the Series X. So instead, they pay Capcom and I don't know who else. So far, we know about Capcom. They pay Capcom to keep everything at an even playing field. And then they blame the Series S. It's like, no, the even playing field's the PS5 at this point. And then a year later, they release Gold Edition, and then everything's 4K and all this bullshit. And everything can run better on the other machines. This has to stop. There's a lot of bad karma they're brewing up, and this is detrimental, in my opinion, to the industry.
And of course, leave it to
I don't
Silent Hill.
expect God of War to be on
finally have this.
Xbox. I don't expect their games to be on Xbox. I understand that. I'm not stupid. But third-party games, man, leave them alone. Let them be third-party games. Silent Hill's going to lose a shit ton of money not being on Xbox for a year. You know what I mean? That's not going to help Silent Hill. Yeah, Sony's
All those
going to pay
Xbox
them.
players will just get it on PC at that point because they just want to play it.
Well, they'll pirate
You know?
on PC because listen, at this point, if these companies don't care about the consumer, why should the consumer care about them?
That's true, and they dragged us through the mud and treated us like shit multiple times. Konami specifically has treated their fans like shit. I know today we got this little care package and everyone's happy, but listen, this kind of bullshit is just like, of course, leave it to Silent Hill to break this shit with this whole Sony thing. It should just come out for everyone. Everyone wants to play this. Guess
Why
what?
should everyone be... Listen,
What did the last?
I don't
Silent
mind
Hill
if it's a
downport
timed
come out?
exclusive for like a month or two. Whatever.
Right.
That's stupid, but whatever. But a year, and then they can renegotiate like they've done with Final Fantasy. We're on year 3. That still isn't on Xbox. It probably will never be on Xbox because they'll just re-up the contract with Square.
Downpour came out 10 years ago. Guess what it was on? 360, PS3. Guess what the HD collection was on? PS3, 360. It's like, motherfuckers, you've been putting Silent Hill on both for years. It's like, literally since back to Silent Hill 2, it had the special director's cut thing on the Xbox version and stuff. That was pretty cool. Stuff like that. It's like you said, this shouldn't be happening to stuff that it's been third party. Leave these games alone. But here we are.
Dude, they're hurting. I own both machines, but I primarily play on the Xbox because it's more powerful. If PlayStation 5 was more powerful, I'd be defaulted on that thing. But you're telling me, like, for Resident Evil Village, or Resident Evil Village and 7, and now Resident Evil 4 Remake, that it has to match the graphical power of the PS5, and the PS5 is the ceiling. Meanwhile, the Series X is up here. So you can't crash through the PS5 ceiling when I paid for the better console? That's bullshit. You're taking away from me now. I mean, I have both of them, whatever. But say if somebody just wants an Xbox, they can't even get the full advantage out of it because Sony is holding back the company from doing it. They're paying them not to do it. And that's anti-consumer. And I think this is the worst karma that any company has ever, brewed up. When Sega went out, they at least went out with some dignity. You felt bad for Sega. You ain't going to feel bad for Sony because at some point they're going to get it handed back to them. I've seen it go down before. This kind of practice is bad. They're brewing up bad karma for the brand. And I would say you got to get rid of Jim Ryan quick. And you got to get somebody in there to turn everything around. If they keep acting like this, they're the next ones out. And I know people are like, oh, you're crazy, whatever. I've seen it, my man. I've seen it. So, it ain't doing anybody any favors. It's only prolonging the inevitable. So, whatever. Sony's got to do what they got to do. But don't be fucking shocked one day if they ain't around no more.
Yeah,
Just saying, it's, they're playing dirty, and you can only do that so many times.
Yeah, I think with this announcement, a lot of fans wanted to kind of like see something new from Silent Hill for so long, and now they announce 3 games, a movie, all this shit.
Dude, the
The only real
merchandise was
thing,
embarrassing, man. That was like, okay, how much of a cash grab? You get 2 games, a movie, and now you got merchandise. Oh, the statue. In case you're a virgin, you can't get laid. You can pay for the statue for like $300. It's like, dude, who cares about your statues?
you're just trying to
You could
cash
buy
in.
a
It's been
street
a
sign that
while.
says Silent Hill. You could buy condoms that say Silent Hill. You could buy
Yeah, well-
cigarettes that say Silent. It's like, who cares? We just want the game. We've been waiting for the game.
Yeah, and it's I know people are upset that Bloober Team's doing it and stuff like that. They knew it was happening, but a lot of people are upset. And it's like at this point they're already
Who did
doing
they
it.
want to do it?
Yeah, it's like who else would you?
We knew
want?
they were doing it. It was what announced like a year or two ago that they were working on this game.
Right.
We've been hearing about that.
And then, because in May of this year, they announced a significant license and distribution agreement with Sony. So they made this deal well earlier in the year, Bloober Team. So that's on record. They made this deal earlier this year with them.
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. And I think the remake will be fine. Look, they're cashing in on the remake train that Resident Evil started. That's what this is. The
Yes.
remake selling money.
And the
this
game
is the
looks
time
really
to do
good.
it.
The game looks really good, and it's
Yeah,
just
and it
sad
looks
that
good.
A lot of people can't play it.
It looks good. And yeah, exactly. I wish it was out there for everyone, and they have the original composer back. They also have the original artist. So I think they have some good intentions here. It obviously looks good. Silent Hill 2 is one of my favorite survival horror games. I actually really enjoyed Silent Hill 2 a lot, and 1. I've only beaten 1 and 2.
Right.
And I want to beat 3 and stuff like that. So that stuff I'll probably stream at some point. But I definitely, I have a, kind of like a genuine reaction of the Silent Hill 2, thing that I have recorded that I'm going to post. I didn't live stream it or anything, obviously, but I did record a reaction to it initially. And I definitely was excited, to just see Silent Hill back, because it's been 10 years of dormancy and just like, pachinko machines and Konami going off in this weird realm of fucked up like mindsets and mobile markets and stuff like
Well,
that.
they're
And
still not
obviously
making
made
it.
the money.
They just license it out.
No, exactly. I mean, they just cut the checks and that's it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where like I get it, because now they're actually putting their money into something that could make them a lot more money, and yeah, it's time to do it now. And I don't know. I didn't see much on the movie, or the other game is called Silent Hill F, which is probably one of the worst fucking
It's
titles.
like a battle royale type thing, or online, like Reverse, something like that.
Now, is there 3 games or 2?
There's 2 games.
What
So
about
there's Silent Hill 2
Titanfall?
remake and Titanfall 2, right?
Oh
I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
I forgot about that.
Is that in third game or what is that?
I don't even know. To be honest with you, I'm not a Silent Hill guy. I beat the first game when it came out. I don't really care about Silent Hill. I like The Room, the 4th game. And I like that Homecoming game on Xbox. Besides that, I don't care about this shit.
It's
But-
4 games, Alchemist said. 4 games.
But listen, I don't mind playing a remake of this game. This game looks good. I'll play it. It looks really good. It looks damn good. I would have preferred the first game, but from what everyone's been telling me in the chat all day, because I streamed the event, the second game was the most popular game.
It was.
So it seems like they want to start with that, see how much it makes, and then maybe they'll go back to 1, because apparently 1 and 3 connect. Is what I think Abbo was telling me earlier. And Richard mentioned that as well. So maybe they'll just make the money off 2 and then say, okay, we'll go back and do 1 and 3.
So there is Silent Hill 2 remake, Silent Hill Townfall, Silent Hill F.
Is it Towerfall?
Townfall.
Townfall or Towerfall?
Townfall.
Oh,
TOWN Townfall. Titanfall.
Silent Hill. I don't know.
So 3 games, not 4.
Well, one of them is the movie, right? And it's by the same people
Yeah.
that did the first film.
Return to Silent Hill.
Townfall is going to be episodic game. F will be the next main installment. Okay.
So
Why
F will
can't they
be the
just announce
sequel
one
to
game at a
Down
time? Why has it got to
to
be all
Downpour.
these games, all this merchandise?
Well, because they want to make
The
people
movie.
satisfied. They're going to be like, we've been quiet for 10 years and we don't give a fuck about the fans.
Well,
but
now
here we are.
they're on the clock now.
Yeah.
And I think Dreadpool had mentioned earlier when he was in the stream earlier today. This game that's coming out too is 2024. So,
Silent Hill 2?
yeah, so it's going to be a while.
That's probably going to come out when Alan Wake 2 comes out, when that fucking thing comes out.
Alan Wake
You know?
is so fucking dead if it goes against Silent Hill.
Well, it is a survival horror game, so I don't know if they are going to be putting that out. I mean, look at Callisto and Dead Space and RE4. It's all like within the next quarter.
Yeah, but Callisto has some room to breathe because Dead Space is at the
It
end
does.
of January.
It's first up. Yeah, Callisto's first up, so we got to see what they
and
give
it'll
us,
be good
know?
because people they finish Callisto will be like jumping right into Dead Space now. Like they're gonna be satisfied immediately. And then right after Dead Space, people are gonna jump right into Resident Evil 4.
Right.
And then you have the what was it, Texas Chainsaw game coming out on Game Pass.
Yeah.
So people are gonna jump right into that. It's a horror resurgence for the games. Which is good.
Definitely.
It needed it.
Ascension is the other game that Abbo's saying is a multiplayer game.
Okay.
All right.
After RE4 is Alone in the Dark, I think.
Yeah, Alone in the Dark. Yeah, that is coming out. Yep. Yeah, so there's a lot of reboots, remakes, reimaginings. I think, look, I think Silent Hill 2 looks good. Everything else, if you're excited for it, that's cool. But Silent Hill 2 remake is what I'll be checking out of this bunch of, news that we got out of this. And also, leave it to Konami. And I love that Wario tweeted this too. Like, leave it. This is such a Konami move, he said. It was like, because as soon as the apparently like all the information was already out before the actual premiere dropped.
While
so like
we were
things started
watching
to
it,
upload. Yeah.
I think Alchemist was like, the whole effing thing just leaked.
Yeah,
we
so
were
it's like
2
all the
seconds in.
surprises. Yeah, all the surprises were already there because all of the stuff kind of unlifted, and it's like, wow, you guys couldn't even just do a live stream and just wait, like make it feel special.
So they did a premiere and it froze, and like I had to refresh the thing and then it played.
And you saw the timer.
It sat at a timer, and I was like, should I just fast forward this? And it was like, fast forward it. So I fast forwarded it. They screwed up the premiere and uploaded the video. Well, there you go.
Yep. But, again, look, I'm happy fans are happy because, again, when we were in this position with Resident Evil, with,
well, now I don't
a
have to
dormant
hear about
franchise
it.
and stuff like that. Exactly.
When's PT coming? Ooh, when's Silent Hill? It's like, can you just chill?
I still told my chat the other day on live stream, I'm like, I still won't fucking believe it until I have the game in my hands installing it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Because
we had
like I
heard
just
a
don't believe it.
rumor last night that it was the PSN version of Silent Hill 2 for PlayStation Plus. And I was like, that's bullshit because they're not putting anything on PlayStation Plus.
I was gonna say, what the hell? They don't even have Resident Evil 1 through 3 on there. They just have Director's Cut, no Dino Crisis, no love for their library, period. Not even just survival horror.
I think Carlos Cruz wants to buy one of my PS5s. I'm gonna sell it to him. I'm getting them out of here. Fuck these machines. They don't do shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Legit.
I and then, but again, like I said, aside from the positive stuff I just mentioned, my problem lies with what you said too, with the whole exclusive stuff. Just leave these games as it should be. They were always on both. Obviously, up to the first one was only on PlayStation, but then after it was on PC too. So, but it's like, dude, come on, it's.
I like how
that is so unnecessary.
So, do you hear what's going on with Xbox and the Country Music Awards?
No, what the hell?
Oh, the regulators in the UK called the CMA, so I call them the Country Music Awards. They put a statement out saying that, if Xbox takes over, Sony's in trouble, they can't compete. Now, the rumor is Sony canceled their Direct because all they were showing was exclusive games. Excuse me again. And like, this would prove, like the Silent Hill thing said, exclusive to PS5. Well, because of this whole CMA thing and the Microsoft and thing going back and forth, apparently, from what you guys told me in the chat room earlier, IGN put up Silent Hill 2 and they put the big Steam logo over the thing to make it seem like, oh, see, it's not exclusive. So it looks good for Sony's side against the regulators in the UK. And I'm like, man, that's such kiss ass. I don't know if that's true, but that's what these guys in the chat told me. That they saw the big Steam logo over the Silent Hill logo. Whatever. You know what? Let Sony block the deal, because then Activision's going to get mad at them. And you really think they're going to get Call of Duty after that? If they block this deal, Bobby Kotick won't get paid, and he won't get his golden parachute, and he won't retire. You think he's going to be like, yeah, Jim, you did me a big favor, man. I really wanted to keep working and get less money.
Yeah.
Or do you think he's going to pick up the phone and be like, you fucked my deal up? You ain't getting Call of Duty ever again, you dumb motherfucker. Click.
Yeah.
You really think this is going to work in their favor? Because it really isn't.
No.
And again, who's going to get screwed there? PlayStation gamers.
Completely delusional.
So it's better if this deal goes through. Microsoft keeps it on PlayStation. Microsoft wants King. Activision Blizzard King. Because they want to be in the mobile market. If they buy King, they're in.
I just sent you that
article. They don't care about Call of Duty. They're worried about buying King, and you got Jim Ryan over in the corner. They're like, hey, Call of Duty! I want Call of Duty! They're like, who the fuck is this guy? It's like some guy crashing your wedding. You're like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, they're working on their own like mobile store for like mobile
this
games.
way, and this guy's running around the corner. Hey, over here! It's like, who are you?
Yeah, they're trying to do something completely different than what PlayStation thinks. PlayStation's like back here, and Microsoft's like in the future tenfold. But I also think
don't know what
it's
happened to
crazy
PlayStation. They were a great brand when they had people that actually knew what they were doing running it. After the PlayStation 2, this shit just went downhill. And the PlayStation 3 was a good machine. I liked it. A lot of people didn't. I liked it. PlayStation 4, I was like, well, they're both underpowered. So, whatever. It was a good machine. It wasn't that great. PlayStation 5, I think, is in a good spot as far as the console is all concerned. You don't need a PlayStation 5 Pro. I don't know why they're sending dev kits out, apparently. They just want more money, it seems. How much is that going to be? $6.99? $5.99? They finally going to hit that $5.99 mark that they want? What?
Well, I wasn't able to check out like your live stream, but what was your reaction when you heard about that deal? Like you get all this like good news, you're like, yes, finally we're seeing Silent Hill, and then you heard about them talking about the exclusive. Like, what was your initial?
I knew it was coming, because why not, right? It's all these idiots.
Yeah, like what else? What else is there?
On Twitter, all these like outlets, they can't just like leave it alone. They always have like, and it's gonna be a PS5. It's like, shove your PlayStation 5 up your ass. Fucking take the panels off and whack off on it. You know what I mean? At this point, I'm so sick of this shit. You're fucking sipping over a piece of fucking plastic. It's a shitty console, dude. It can't even fucking do what the other thing does. They can't even do the online right. They should have had all those games lined up. Those PlayStation 1 games and PlayStation 2 games on Plus.
Oh, yeah.
They should have had a shit lined
today.
up.
Dropped it today.
PlayStation 3 fucking does it better. You sign into the store, all that shit's there. Day
You're
one
gonna spend
June,
$90
all that stuff
on a
should
copy.
have been there day
$100.
one. Instead, and I got 2 years stacked on there before stacking was illegal. And then you had these idiots all on, people shouldn't be stacking games anyway. It's like, motherfucker, I'm giving them money. Who cares? Who cares
if you're buying the cards, who cares? Yeah.
Anyway, months later, they have barely anything on here still. They didn't update jack shit.
No. And how cool would it have been to have a Silent Hill collection?
I'm out of there. Besides, I'm getting rid of these machines anyway. I've had enough. This stuff's coming out on PC. I'll play Ragnarok as much as I want to play it on PC. I don't know why they're denying me day and date on PC. Even if you deny me like 2 months, I'll wait the extra 2 months. You deny me a year from playing that game. Spider-Man is coming out next holiday, which I said on this show, and guess what? It was announced the other day that it is scheduled for holiday 2023. So who was right on that again? Maybe I'll come back and get one in holiday 2023. I'll go pick one up. to play Spider-Man. I'd rather play it on PC, but they don't want to do this day and date thing. They don't want to do like a month, 2-month wait.
Nope.
I don't understand it. Well, people won't buy the console. It's like they're gonna buy the consoles. People that don't want to get into PC stuff are gonna buy the console. They're just doing this stuff to move it to their quarterly financials. So hey, in a year, Spider-Man 2 will sell on PC and we'll make all that money in that quarter. They're strategically doing it, and that's fine. They're a company, but they're screwing me, the gamer, who just wants to play the damn game. And I don't want another box on here. I this is like the first time ever I've really wanted to just get rid of a machine. I don't use this thing for anything. And it's not being a fanboy, because I have maybe about, how many do I have in this house? 4 in this house, and I have 1 at work. So who's the fucking fanboy now? And by the way, I bought all those stupid panels that you put on the machine. I bought all those stupid controllers that are all different colors. So if you call me a fanboy, you're fucking dumb. The bottom line is, they're not offering what I want.
Yeah, it's fair. And again, you play these things so you can judge them, fairly. It's not like you haven't put time into streaming each console and trying the different games. You know what I mean? It's like it's all here on the channel. It's all documented. It's all
Switch
just
OLED. I don't even use it. It's been docked. I got Switch games on it though. I'm ready to go if I want to play. And I got your Switch right here.
Right.
And you're the smartest guy out of everybody because you ain't buying shit.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just wait for the newer console. And I had to convince Callie the same thing. I was like, don't buy the. She's like, oh, the OLED screen looks so nice. I'm just like, wait.
But it's gonna look nicer on a new machine in a couple of months,
right? With the OLED, that's what I'm saying. It's like because that's
maybe
going to be
they'll
standard.
release the OLED version later.
That's true. They could do
how
that.
These stupid companies work. You know how Nintendo works, man.
Yeah, yeah. They'll cut it up and they'll just sell it later. Yeah, no, you're right. But even so, yeah, it's just you gotta play these things to judge them for yourselves. And I think it's just like one of those things, like with how the console generation has started out, this current gen. It's just been a rocky couple of years, and shit like this that went down today with like the news with the Silent Hill stuff just doesn't really help the situation.
Well, that sucks for a lot of people that want to play it.
Right. I mean, look, it's still
wait.
great. It's still great for people, like the event itself is still great for people that have wanted something out of Silent Hill.
Yes.
It's not like,
Yes, now I don't have to hear about it anymore. People know they're getting it. It looks fantastic, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not going to pay for it. If that thing gets cracked day one on PC, I'm downloading it.
Yeah.
And if it's on CD keys for $20, maybe I'll get it. But
yeah, even then, I was going to say the CD keys thing will always go cheaper, and there's no date on this, right? So
2024 apparently, so we'll see.
So we'll see what goes on, but yeah, all Silent Hill fans are excited and happy. Tomorrow we got the Resident Evil showcase, but obviously we'll talk about that next week. So yeah, a lot of great stuff this week for survival horror. If you're a fan of Silent Hill and Resident Evil, you're getting, and I am, I'm not a massive fan of Silent Hill, obviously not as deep as RE, but I still appreciate it. I would still like to play it when it comes out on the channel. I would still like to cover it, But like I said, and I have a reaction video I'm posting tomorrow for Silent Hill 2. So you guys can, kind of hear my thoughts on that on an individual video as well. But I'm happy to see this thing actually looking good. This engine looks good. It obviously is going to be third person, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a very
over
different
the shoulder, like RE2.
Yeah, it's really taken off after that, and I think it has the potential to sell really well and do really well, and but it could be shitty, it could be good. Who's to say? Who knows? I like to stay positive about the remakes, but obviously there are always people that will find things to shit on it or hate on it, like anything else. So, I'm excited as a survival horror fan overall. So there's a lot of great stuff coming out this week. So, and then tomorrow is even more RE4 stuff we're going to be seeing. The screenshots already, kind of came out in the little teaser on Twitter about the, you see the castle a little bit, or we think it's the castle. You see the church, the graveyard, the Ganados walking through the door. So we're going to see a lot more RE4 stuff. Get ready to pre-order those collector's editions tomorrow if they go up. Because
are you fucking kidding me, man? I don't have money for all
tomorrow-
this shit.
tomorrow is going to be the day if they do go up, I think. Now,
Well, I need one for PS4, PS5. So let me, or if you're able to get 2 of them, let me know.
yeah, I mean, I'm going to be live, so if they trickle it out after
I'm gonna be live
the event
too.
ends. Right. I was going to say, but right after, like, if they say, "Hey, these are going to go up now on GameStop," then we're at the mercy of GameStop and then Wario 64. Those are the two.
Wario 69, baby.
Yeah. Also, we didn't even say, I don't want to dabble back too far into what we already covered, but employees of G4 found out they were fired because of Wario 64. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But that's I
this
think
Wario guy, he's a real scumbag for doing that.
I was gonna say he didn't have to
Hiring
fire
people
them.
and making us
Yeah.
spend money.
Exactly.
What a jerk.
He's making us lose money now. No.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think we're at the mercy of GameStop and him when he drops them, because I remember back when I think it was Resident Evil 3, they announced it during a showcase, and then during that day, you try to call GameStop and they're like, it's not updated in our system yet. And then you're sitting there refreshing online, there's
That
nothing
happened
there.
to me with the Wii U.
Yeah.
They announced the Wii U. I drove all the way to GameStop over there. And I go in there. The guy's like, they're not in the system yet. And I was like, oh, okay. I turn around. As I'm walking out, he goes, sir, I just got a fax. And I went there and I put my name down.
Yeah, they only
like,
do
man,
one
this-
pre-order per store on collector's editions, which is ridiculous. They do one or two, and I never get it in the store. So I just do it online now. I mean, I've been doing that since Resident Evil 2 Remake. I just order them on GameStop.com. They don't charge your card until they ship it, so you can obviously place said order. You just got to make sure you got your account on there, your card information, so the sooner you check out, the better. But yeah, so maybe we'll get that tomorrow. We might not. They might wait until December to be like, oh, here it is, or November. But I feel like if they're going to do
I got a
it,
bunch of Pokemon Switches pre-ordered. I got to cancel them all. I got 4 of them pre-ordered. I only need 1 for a customer, but
yeah,
I might have another customer that wants it, so I have to ask him.
yeah.
And if not, I'm canceling them all. I got to keep the 1.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So I don't know exactly if that is going to be announced tomorrow, but I know we're going to get, because they said, Village, they're going to show Village, so they're probably going to show Reverse, you know what I mean? Because that's dropping, next week with Gold Edition. So
I got
they have
Gold
that.
Edition for $14 on CD keys, bitch.
There you go.
I'm not
There
buying
you
this
go.
thing on console anymore. I'm tired of it.
There's no reason.
Yeah,
reason.
there is.
But yeah. But so that's what's going down tomorrow. So we'll all be live. You can watch it wherever, and hopefully we get some. I mean, some people think we're gonna get a demo. I don't think we're gonna get a demo this soon. I think there will be a demo. I don't know if it's dropping
Dude,
tomorrow.
this thing
or
better
like-
not be like a
yeah.
10-minute demo like the last one, a one-shot demo. You know how many accounts I had to make until the trainer
You know-
came out?
You know what's weird? So the Maiden thing, which was a time demo, and the castle, which was timed, but then for 2. They did a one shot, and then for 3, they didn't do a one shot. So it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? I hope they don't go back to 4 and do this theme where every, even game is like
Just
they
release
got to do
a
this
damn
one
demo.
shot shit.
I mean, what the hell?
It's
man?
like, dude, just put it out. If we want to run around the village for 10 minutes as Leon, like, let us do that.
You know what the
Like,
greatest demo of all time was? Tony
What's
Hawk
that?
on the Jam Pack demo.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
They made a
The
Game
warehouse
Shark.
level.
They made a Game Shark code just for that game, so they killed the timer, so you could just play the game.
You just
as
skate
long as you want.
forever. That's
Yep.
cool. That's cool as hell.
That was the
Yeah,
first time they made like a code for a demo disc.
I remember seeing that too on the Game Shark list, and I was like, "Why did they do the demo?" But I get it now because it's like the time. It was only like a minute.
It
And
was
like,
a minute or
seconds
a
or
minute or
something.
2, and then they would kick you back to the main menu. You had to keep going back in. Game Shark was the shit, man. That was the greatest fucking thing. The Game Genie was cool back in the day, but the Game Shark ruled.
Game Shark
The
was
cheat
cool.
code world. That reminds me, people on that made Reverse and Resistance are doing Silent Hill F. Oh no.
Really? Oh,
Oh no!
that's interesting. No. Some people are asking if I'm going to actually recover Reverse, and yeah, I will cover it. I mean, it's online. I'm not going to say it's going to be good. I'm not going to say it's going to be bad. People are saying all kinds of things. It's been quiet for a while, ever since getting delayed. This thing was supposed to come out with Village, and it's been delayed ever since. So I don't know. I'm going to be covering it. There's going to be a lot of content next week. And
Anybody
the
want a
week
blue
after,
boat?
so. The blue boat of doom.
The Titanic.
But yeah, so I guess that's Silent Hill, right? I think everyone kind of said their piece on
Silent
Silent Hill.
Pills. Silent
Well,
Grills.
I don't know when the movie's coming out. I don't know when the other shit's coming out. So I guess
No
just in a
more
couple years.
PT. No more physical therapy.
No, physical therapy has been canceled.
I played the reverse beta. It was dumb fun. Yeah, well, that's
Yeah,
when it was
but
unbalanced and completely.
I was gonna
stupid.
say, Abbo, that was kind of like our experience too over here. But like, at this point, it's kind of like one of those things where like, I think the multiplayer thing that they try to do sometimes with the survival horror could be hit or miss. I think it'll be kind of fun to check it out with the community, to play it with you guys. That'll be kind of cool. But if it doesn't have crossplay, it's dead on day one. Mark my fucking words. Because Resistance did not have crossplay.
Sony's gonna pay them not to have crossplay.
Right, but Reverse has to have me and Andy from Biohazard Declassified were saying the same thing. It needs to have crossplay day one, and if it doesn't, then that sucks. And I guess I can't play with everyone.
Well, if it doesn't,
God
just keep
forbid I have
buying it
a
on
community.
PlayStation, so they'll make sure that feature never hits.
Yeah, it's like I'd like to just play with my community.
Hey
instead
guys,
of
you
just
can
having
buy Resident Evil on other platforms. You don't need to buy it on PlayStation.
Yeah, and I actually right now all of it's on sale. I think the whole franchise is on sale on Xbox and PlayStation. So
Yeah,
if you don't have them, grab them. Yeah, grab it now.
I doubt
Abbo
it
says,
crossplay. Well, there you go.
Well, that's the problem, Abbo. What if I want to play with you, man? And I only got it on one fucking machine. What
Sony
the hell?
says he needs to buy a PlayStation to play a fucking shitty Reverse game, which you're gonna probably shut down in less than a year.
I was gonna say that's probably gonna be
Who's
dead.
gonna last longer, G4 or Reverse?
Yeah, G4 had 11 months. This we'll see.
3 months. Nobody's just playing it. Call of Duty's gonna kill Reverse, man.
Well, it comes out the same weekend, so
yeah, it's already dead. It's already dead.
It's like people will play the story in the third person, but people
are gonna
play that.
Call of Duty up until after Christmas. Excuse me, if I don't drop dead from burping. I forgot Reverses even existed. Well, there you go. A lot of people forgot
did.
too.
The last time they actually showed it, and they didn't even acknowledge it, they showed a clip of it back in June. That was the last time we saw they just put that there to say, hey, it's still here.
It's
not canceled.
It seems like it has potential if it was balanced out and it had the right characters.
Right. And they're focusing on this Exoprimal game, which they seem to be making a big deal about the multiplayer.
That is fucking dead on arrival.
Like
that is dead. That is that's not
I'm definitely going to try
want.
to play it though. Not that it's going to be good. But I'm going to try to play it just because I want to see how crazy it is. It does not look like my type of game. It looks very intricate and very again, I'm not really for a lot of these multiplayer driven games that are like this specifically.
They're trying to do games as a service, but this is just the wrong way to do it. Nobody is interested in this. This is just not cool.
Exoprimal should have had a story mode, which I know that there's multiplayer missions, but it's not really a story.
So it's not going to, but at least make it interesting, and this is completely uninteresting to anybody, so I don't know. RE4 announced for the new Switch tomorrow, I feel.
Holy shit.
Well, thank you for the 999 super chat, but
Thanks,
I hate to
RW.
break it to you. It's not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, a lot of people are speculating because at the end of the trailer...
Not tomorrow, at least.
Right. Because at the end of the trailer, the guy who voiced the Duke narrated the thing, and he's like, oh, there'll even be more stuff on the menu. And people are like, oh, what is that? And a lot of people are just thinking that's Reverse, or they think it could be, a trilogy remaster. I never hold my breath for any of that stuff.
Dude, this trilogy remaster, these people need to get over it, dude.
It's a new Silent Hill. It's a new Silent Hill thing now of are they going to do it? Are they going to do it? I personally think it could be Revelations 3. They could make another Rev game, or it could be an online. It could be an online like Outbreak type game. That'd be kind of interesting. You know what I mean? There was this like rumored Outrage game that was supposed to be on the Switch or a Nintendo Resident Evil, but it never happened.
Well, exactly, Abbo. Resident Evil should be on the Switch where it belongs. You know why he's saying that, right? Because how all these stupid people say, well, Resident Evil should be on PlayStation because the first one came out on PlayStation.
Right.
Well, the fourth one came out on Nintendo.
Yep, it was exclusive to the GameCube for a year or so.
It should be on the Switch and debut there. It should be
I want
1 year
it 10
exclusive
frames
on
per
the
second.
Switch.
Potato quality, 10 frames, 720p. Give it to me now.
There you go. But no,
But yeah.
nobody remembers that. Ooh, Resident Evil 4 was on PlayStation. Yeah, like fucking 6 months to a year after it came out, dude.
Yeah, it was January
They had
05
no
it came out on
intention of
GameCube.
putting it on there until they didn't make enough money, and Nintendo was like, "Yeah, all right, take it."
Yeah, October 05 it was on there. So,
Yeah, but
a few months.
that's okay, right? That never
Hey,
happened.
man, my GameCube was hooked up. And I remember, it's funny too, because
But
even
the
in like
PlayStation
the...
trying to start the GameCube.
And it's funny because remember like Eternal
Yeah.
Darkness, like that conversation of like, you know, back then people would say, oh, wow, like now GameCube, you know, the Nintendo's not just messing around with like this, you know, the kid shit.
Yeah,
And now they
not
kind of
one
reverted
person
back
said,
to that.
"Oh, Eternal Darkness should be on PS2."
Right. Right. They're like, yo, finally we have a rated M game on here. Even back in that, like I said, that old G4 TV episode back in the day where they were talking about that, it was just like, they're like, oh, look, GameCube's getting this rated M shit. They're playing
Hey,
real. They're not, they're
You know
making
what
a
else
statement.
that Eternal Darkness has on the GameCube? 60 frames per second.
It does. It runs smooth. It runs smooth. Yeah.
I can't concentrate when I play 60 frames.
We need Xbox to get Buffy the Vampire Slayer remastered
Yeah.
or make
was
a
a good
remake
game.
of that. That was a good game. Get the rights. I don't think Capcom originally had any plans to release RE4 for the PS. They didn't. They signed a deal with
No.
Nintendo. I think what happened was Nintendo didn't meet the financials, which Capcom was able to get out of the deal. And that's why you immediately saw it on PS2. But they tried.
That's what kind of surprised me, that Konami took the gamble to only be on PlayStation with the climate right now. Like, people are switching over to Xbox and
Because the PlayStation's paying them.
I guess.
Yeah.
but
It's just like they're
PlayStation
writing
paid
cutting
what,
the
like
checks.
$3 million for Ark for 1 month on thing, and Xbox paid like $2 million for Ark 2 for the entire 2 years, 3 years.
yeah, it was
Wow.
something crazy like that. They got like a way better
Sony's
deal.
just throwing money at these games that they don't have. That's why we're paying extra money for the games, because that's what they're using it for. The fuck out of here with that shit. $70 games. Kiss my ass.
It'll be funny to see where we're at in a year with these consoles and see if it was a good
We're
move
gonna be
or
in
a
the
bad
same
move.
fucking place we've been.
Well, I mean, who's gonna be doing what at that point? Sony might be in a lot worse shape by then.
They're on their way out. I don't care what anybody says. And look, if you're a fan of PlayStation, I feel bad for you because I was a fan of them. I still am to a degree. But you got to look at the real world climate here. They ain't going to last. They can't keep running around doing this crazy shit that they've been doing.
No.
What's that Seagal movie I always talk about? Where he's got to kill the guy. The guy's doing cocaine like crazy. He's just killing everybody in the streets. And they're like, yo, you got to stop this guy. He's going to fucking murder everybody. And the guy's literally go, and then he's like, just killing random people. And then this guy, I forgot what that movie was.
Let me try to look it up.
Did I say Stallone?
That's
or
Jim
Seagal?
Ryan's. That's Jim Ryan trying to stop
That
everyone.
guy's Jim Ryan. What movie was that?
Mark
Above the Law?
Fredette,
No, was it? Hang on.
1990.
Seagal. I don't even know what to type.
He returns to his hometown to find taken over by a posse of vicious drug dealers.
No. The
Okay.
guy who's the drug maniac is well, I think he's like the chief of police or something. He's like his cousin or something.
Oh, jeez. When was like around what year? Like the 90s?
It was the 90s, obviously.
Okay.
Why is 2003 movies coming up?
That's what came up for me too. Well, let's see.
Not Hard to Kill. I saw that in the theaters. That was a fucked up movie. Can somebody get me this guy's IMDb? I'm looking on here.
Above the Law.
Is that it? What's the synopsis for that?
It says American crime action film. Let's see. He plays an ex-CIA agent specialist and Chicago policeman who discovers a conspiracy upon investigating the mysterious shipment of military explosives seized from a narcotics dealer.
No, that's not the fucking movie at all. Exactly what I told you was the movie.
I'm just reading you the movies from that time. There's only like a couple from that time period. Above the Law, Hard to Kill, Marked for Death, Under Siege, On Deadly Ground. Oh, he has a lot. Never mind. There's tons of movies from the 90s. It's like a needle in a haystack.
I'm looking.
Some weird movies this guy made. I'm looking at this stuff. I'm like, what?
Dude, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Does anybody know what movie I'm talking about? I'm looking here and it's... The movies are like out of order completely on IMDb. Above the Law. That's not it. Left 4 Dead. Dude, there was another one. There's another movie that he was in. I want to get the name of this movie because I want people to like check it out. 15 best Steven Seagal movies of all time.
Why did he make so many movies?
I know
He was
made a lot
popular
of
at the
fucking
time.
movies.
That's why.
And there's like a ton.
By Screwface.
Oh, so you could sort by release date. Oh, but now it's the newer stuff's at the top.
Out for Justice. Is that it? Yes. Out for Justice.
Out for Justice.
There you
Out
go.
for Justice, 1991.
Okay.
That's the movie.
Pull it up here.
Okay? That's the film. That's Jim Ryan. The bad guy in that movie is Jim Ryan.
RWK says Walker, Texas Ranger. Abba's like, that was Chuck Norris.
Yeah, that's Chuck Norris. I'm holding hope for a Gears trilogy remaster. Not happening.
Hey man, not happening. But here's the thing: Gears 2 remaster to be amazing. Gears 2 is one of the best sequels.
I know
of all
the
time.
guy
I don't
that.
care what
Well, I
anybody
don't know
says.
him personally, but I know who made up that rumor, and that guy was full of shit.
Right.
The minute
I
I
still
heard
think
that,
Gears
I was
2
like,
is-
that guy's full of shit.
Gears 2 is just amazing, and that needs a remaster.
Yeah, well, Xbox needs to get on a ball with a lot of fucking games. Xbox goes to hell.
The Final Friday.
Oh, that's fucked up, dude. That guy just passed away.
What, the Final Friday?
Yeah. The guy that played Jason, he passed away in 96.
Oh, well, that's part 4. But we're talking about someone different. We're not talking about him.
Final Friday? Oh, yeah, that's the... goes to
That's
hell.
Final
Never mind.
Chapter. No, the Final
Stop
Friday.
putting
That's how.
final in front of everything when it's not. RWK88, thank you again for the 999 super chat. Appreciate it, man. I wish they would at least do another DLC like Highbusters. That was good. I liked Highbusters. It was very colorful. I thought the character, though, was shit. It's like, laddie, it's clap, laddie. It's like, this is Gears of War. This is not fucking Irish. Like, I'm not going to fucking Ireland. I'm playing Gears of War. The guy looked like the dude from what's that game that Insomniac made? With the punks? With the soda?
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive. It looked like they took that guy and put him in Gears of War. I'm not even kidding.
Oh my god.
And I don't understand what the ending was. Did they all commit suicide at the end? Or did they get eaten by those things so they could get taken to the hive? I don't even know what happened. You beat the game and the guy is like, oh, we're doing this for our families. And then they get eaten by those things and then the things jump away. And it's like, that's the end. It's like, okay, did they sacrifice themselves or are they going to the hive
Yeah, is there more? Yeah.
to blow it up?
Weird way to end it.
I mean, Gears 1 through 3 is 4K 60 on Series X already.
Oh, well, they look
With
even
HDR,
Gears,
by the way.
yeah, Gears 2 is awesome. It runs in 60. It looks cool.
Same thing with
That-
Gears 3.
Yeah.
2 does need a remake, but I agree. Best game in the series. Yeah, 2 is really good. I'll never forget when I played 2. There's that at the end. You're inside the monster. The only way to get out is to cut the damn veins, and you gotta like hurry up, or else you're gonna drown in the
Yeah.
guy's blood.
That's actually in the beginning. That's like one of the first like bigger
That's the
levels.
beginning. I thought that was the end.
First couple chapters, yeah.
Shit, man,
It's
that
like,
was a
we just-
fucking great game.
We just cut ourselves out of a giant worm or whatever, and they
Abo's Eddie.
No,
Yes.
Abo's Abo.
Yeah, no, that's not Eddie. Eddie's not here tonight. Well, hopefully he's doing good. 3 is my favorite Gears. But the Gears 2 battle with the tanks in the beginning was epic. Yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
game.
It was, man. I had the fall time theme going on. It had everything rocking.
I like
And that was just a special time. That was just a special time in the 360 history. Again, just had to be there for it,
I like the Gears like remaster, the first one.
Yeah, that was great.
Game was fucking great. What a great
This is-
game.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
a fat slob, he said.
Just if you take those games individually, just as like even just as a trilogy, you know what I mean? It's really, really well done.
I thought Gears 2 topped it. Gears 3 had better multiplayer.
I agree. I think the multiplayer was perfected, where like the story wasn't as punchy as the second one was, but the multiplayer was definitely improved in 3. The maps were better in 2, but yeah.
And it got Series X enhanced. They got 60 FPS on that deal.
Oh yeah.
I played it on PC. There was no problem when I played it. I played it 2020, I think I played it. Played it on Game Pass. No problem. Had no issues. And I have the original port for PC. I have the actual disc
Yeah.
Oh
when
yeah.
Epic Games put it out. In that
Yeah.
big fucking bulky case.
Yeah, see, I remember I had to play that PC version because I didn't have an Xbox One at the time, so my only way to get on and play again was like, and the servers were just shitty. Like I just wanted to play with like, Kyle, Brandon, all that, and like I couldn't even do it. It was I remember there was a problem back then, and I forget exactly what it was. By Gears 4 though, when that came on PC, they got it right. That was like they got it figured out. But now Gears Ultimate works fine, and I agree. It that in 60 is
The game
awesome.
is fucking great. That is fantastic, that game.
And yes,
I love
it
it.
is still in 1080, even though it's 60. But
Well, he's talking about on the console, but on PC, yeah, it's ready to rock. and
oh
roll.
yeah,
But yeah, console, yeah, they enhanced it for the they
Yeah.
gave it the frame boost.
let's go head to the restroom real quick.
Talk about a frame boost.
Just
Okay.
hit him at 120 hertz.
Nah, it's too fast. I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah, right.
These PlayStation guys. Well, this game has 240 hertz. It's like, no, it fucking doesn't. It doesn't even have VRR. Oh!
The PlayStation people just say like the specs,
And
like they know what it
say,
is.
"Oh,
And they
this
don't.
game's 240 and it's great," and then there's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, Gotham Knights, it can't be 60. It's too fast." And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like you're going, dude. They changed the narrative to the point where they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, which they don't.
If they said that PlayStation had blast processing, people would repeat that. Like, oh, it has blast
It had
processing.
RDNA 3, Frank, when fucking RDNA 3 isn't even out yet.
Yep, but that was the thing. People just repeat stuff.
Or is it? Or it's coming out with the 40 series cards or 50 series cards, something like that. It wasn't even out when the PlayStation 5 came out.
No, it was like when it first
And
came
then you
out.
found out
before
that it
Steam,
had
yeah.
under RDNA 2 specs. The PlayStation 5. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit.
You just come up with all this
Yeah, it's
stuff.
got RDNA 3 when the fucking console is the same price as the one with RDNA 2. Figure that one out. I don't want to hear about it. So stupid. So dumb.
Yep.
Just enjoy the machine. If you want PlayStation, buy a PlayStation.
Yeah,
Don't be dumb about it.
I'm gonna play God of War just like everybody
You know,
else.
a lot
I mean,
of
it's not a big
a lot of
deal.
the reasons why I have disdain for this thing is just from the internet. On top of it,
Well, yeah, and plus their practices are horrific. Like the way they keep trying to get us to spend more
but like
money.
you talk to somebody and they can't be intelligent about this thing.
No.
It's like, man, like it's a good machine. Oh, it's better than Xbox. No, it isn't. The hardware, it is not better. Now, it's subjective opinion. If you think it's better, then it's better. I don't think it's better because it's not the most powerful machine. Let me tell you something. If PlayStation was more powerful than the Series X, I'd be on the PlayStation right now. That's just the way that it is.
We just want the best quality.
Exactly. Yeah, fuck that guy. Once in a while about RDNA 3. That guy lives by Anthony. You could whoop that guy's ass, Anthony. That guy looks like fucking E.T. You could whoop that motherfucker's ass. He probably lives next door to you. You're muted.
What does he live in Jersey?
Yeah, he's in Jersey.
Damn. E.T.
Dude, the guy claims he goes to the gym. He looks like fucking E.T.
They take him to Wawa in the front of a bike in the little basket.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know how that motherfucker lifted the PlayStation 5. Put it on the shelf.
Yeah, it's like, how
Must
did he
that
set
help?
that up?
Get a crane, do it.
I don't know, man. He had to call the Uber driver to help him. Yeah, can you help me put this on my shelf? Yeah. I remember that guy used to be an Xbox guy. And like,
Yeah.
"Oh, when are they gonna make the games? They're gonna make the game soon, guys. Guys are gonna make the game soon. They're gonna make the game soon." Then he realized he could make money talking about PlayStation. And he just spewed shit that makes no sense. So yeah, if you're in the area, Anthony's offered to whoop your ass.
Uh,
Watch, he lives next door to you. That would be fucking funny.
Yeah, right. I don't even know what the guy is. Who the
Looks
guy
like he
is.
works for Sony, says he can't tell everything he knows. Yeah, he don't know bullshit.
no. He totally makes stuff up all the time.
He doesn't even know what
Call me a
size
liar.
his mother's underwear is. Anyway. Yeah, LTRE's calling you out.
Uh-oh.
I just do a whole shoot interview and be like, if you meet me here at whatever in Jersey.
Going down that Wawa.
Yeah.
Dude, he'll fall in the sewer just walking to meet you.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Well, we're at the point now where the only thing really left is Halloweener.
Have you ever talked about King Jerry Lawler? No, we don't need to talk about that. Midway Gamer. I'm excited for Silent Hill 2, but I'm pissed to have to get a PS5 because I can't ever find. My man, you go on PlayStation Direct, they're always up there all week.
Yo, They're always there.
Yeah.
They're literally going to be available.
We counted when they sold out, and then they restocked like 2 days later.
Didn't they just restock before we went live? I saw Wario put out a thing. Or he
They've
said
been
they're
going
going
up
to be
like almost
stocked.
every day.
You gotta go on PlayStation Direct, log in with your PlayStation Network account, and they literally overnight you the machine.
They were sending out invites. Oh, literally. All right, so right now, 2 hours ago, Wario 64, PS5 disc and digital consoles, invites go out on Friday for Amazon. So it's literally
That's
going
Amazon,
up on Amazon.
but yeah, literally
Right.
go on their website, the Direct. They're there for days. Nobody buys
And the
them.
Direct. Yeah, the Direct's the easiest way, but Amazon is also another shot. But 9 times out of 10, they're always available on the Direct, and Wario will just tweet like, you know.
And Wario will keep
still up.
tweeting all night. They're still up. 8
Yeah,
hours
he always
later,
tweets.
they're still up. 10
Yeah.
hours later, they're still up. 15 hours later, they're still up. They're easy to find. You just gotta wait until they go in.
Also, GameStop has them in store, but you have to
Fuck
buy the
GameStop.
bundle.
Nobody fucking goes there.
I'm just saying, if he's really
Nah,
desperate
it's
and doesn't
alright.
want to buy it online, he can buy it.
We got PlayStation 5s in stock. We don't got 2 of them, yo.
The bundles.
And my
It's
friend and his boyfriend are here
$7.49, but you
waiting
can
for
buy
him.
it.
Stupid fucking GameStop. GameStop sucks. Wait till they close.
They will. But yeah, you could find one.
So that's it with the gaming news. You want to check one last time if there's any
Yeah.
breaking news or anything before we jump into fucking Halloween and get everybody pissed off in the chat?
Yes, let me check.
Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, the RE showcase is tomorrow, so we won't be getting some of that goodness till tomorrow.
Shout out to Dreadpool. Whenever he comes in, if he comes in tonight, he could promote what he's doing.
He's doing something cool.
He's doing something really cool, and you're gonna like it. Actually,
That's cool.
I can't say it because it's it's his
Yeah.
deal. But I see what he's doing on Twitter.
I'm just gonna check Wario quick too. So I don't see anything interesting here. Let's bring this up.
Resident Evil Showcase. So when's this? 6 o'clock tomorrow night?
6 p.m. Well, I think there says they said like 5:45, but that's when we'll be starting. So 5:45 Eastern Standard Time. But yeah,
Well,
6
I'll be
p.m.
starting
Eastern
at
Standard
5.
Time.
This way I'll
That's
beat
cool.
you. I'm kidding. I don't know.
No,
Fucking
it's all
start.
good. Do whatever you know. It's all good. It's gonna be a good day.
I like
for some
Resident Evil, so I'm
info.
gonna do it.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Do what you like. You've liked the shit since the 90s. So, yeah, I think there's going to be some good stuff at that. So that will be the next little bite of info.
Good. So I'm just gonna need your stream key, and I'll be good tomorrow.
I need to close your boots and your motorcycle.
I need you to close your boots and your stream key.
All right, I didn't see anything else too interesting. So
When's merch? I had to talk to my wife, dude. I just got done with hospital treatments. Like, I got to get my life back together.
still going through stuff.
You're right, it's wild. It's banned and toxic. I won't have to spend thousands for them. Thousands for what?
For
No.
the PS5, no, they're regular price.
No,
or-
and it's free
small
shipping.
bundle.
If you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, it's free shipping, and they overnight it.
Oh yeah.
Even the Horizon bundle, what is it, $5.59, $5.49? It's not that much
$5.49.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes they have just a regular disc one up there,
Yeah.
just hanging out. And the Horizon thing, you can always sell the code to somebody or give it to somebody as a gift. It's bullshit they're doing that, but whatever. And they have the Call of Duty bundle, and they have the God of War bundle. So, I mean, hey, pick which one you want. At least you'll get a cool game out of it. There's no other news? Is Silent
No.
Hill coming to PC the same day as PS5? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Excuse me. All right. You sure you
boy.
checked everything?
I checked my regular haunts. I didn't see anything.
Just so you guys know that some guy was able to install PT on the currently updated PlayStation 5.
I saw that. It's pretty
There's
nice.
a process of doing it, but I don't want to get banned, so I'm not going to do it. But I do have a sealed PS5 downstairs with hackable firmware. So the minute this thing starts running games,
You're ready to go.
I'm ready to go, and I'll be doing videos on that.
Cool.
That's the only one I'm going to be keeping at this point. So. All right. I know it's not going to be in the game, but I really love the Silent Hill F teaser. That's cool. So let's talk about Halloween the movie.
Halloween
Yeah,
ends.
This is
Halloween
Halloween
Ends.
Ends, spoiler discussion, review, whatever you want to call it. So if you haven't watched it, we're going to be talking about some stuff. If you don't care, then you don't care.
When's the Xbox goes to hell? Soon. I got to start filming. These guys have to start filming and send me stuff. Me going to the hospital was. I don't think you guys understand. I was in the hospital for over a week. I had to drive down to the hospital every day, and then drive back home. That's a 2-hour ride, plus however long I was down there for. So I'm just getting back together. I'm on pills, and I should be good to go by the end of the month. But I'm going to be filming stuff, don't worry. And then we're going to put everything together, and you guys are going to get something fun.
And there's no rush on it either, because that's the thing. It's like we
There's no
kind of
rush,
just
but
like
I'd like to get it
piecemeal it a little bit. Right. Yeah. To
at some
actually
point.
set some goals to get it done at a certain point.
It's going to get done, don't worry. And I don't know how good it's going to be, but I have ideas. So we'll see what gets in and what doesn't. But you know what? We could do it every year.
Well, I was also going to say maybe we can also do something where, like, if we ever decide to shoot stuff when we're actually together in the same room, we can always set that time aside. Like, not this time when we hang out, but let's do it over here. Like, we can kind of like space it out, like, so it's not like every time we meet up we got to shoot something, but we can come up if you have an idea of like a skit where it's like us in the same room or something. That'd be kind of
We
fun.
got to get like an extra day with you, and then just dedicate that entire day to shooting.
Just for filming, exactly. Yeah, and I'd be down for that. So
we'll figure that out at some point. But you're gonna get something for Xbox Goes to Hell this year.
Okay.
And you won't have to wait as long as GoldenEye. Kama is in the chat.
What's up, Kama?
What's up, Kama?
I haven't seen or read it, but I read on Wiki and decided to see Barbarian, which is a favorite movie of 2022. Halloween Ends sucks. All right.
Here we go.
You're in the hospital. That's all right. What are you going to do? My wife went to the hospital last October. I went to the hospital this October. Next year, I'll probably be dead, but we'll see. All right. Halloween ends. It ends like a bitch.
It ended.
Dude, got off work. Yo, what the fuck was up with this movie? Okay, I read the spoilers beforehand, which the guy totally lied. The guy said
you like the radio tower that did nothing.
Okay, no,
I
read
was there
that
for no reason.
I read that, but then I said that's bullshit, and then I read the other thing, and it was accurate. It was dead on, but the guy lied and said that Corey steals his clothes, and Michael runs to the house naked, but you don't see anything. You don't see him naked. And then he kills Corey and gets his clothes back. That was a lie.
Because all he already had a mechanic suit because he's a mechanic. So he already had the outfit kind of ready. This is the
radio tower thing I read real quick, though. They were trying to say, well, the mask is controlled by the radio tower. It's like, okay. The minute I heard that, I was like, that's bullshit.
They just had this radio stuff kind of thrown in randomly throughout the movie, like it was going to be
with the deleted
something.
scenes, you're going to get a little more information on that.
I heard there was a lot of reshoots last minute, and there was a lot of So, but we'll get into it. So essentially, the synopsis of this is, 4 years after the events of Kills, Michael is, hiding out in a sewer. He's weak and decrepit. And, people kind of forgot about, Haddonfield's trying to move on, but there's still crimes. And you're kind of getting this perspective of the story from Laurie, who's writing her memoir, her book about her life with the boogeyman and getting attacked and everything. So it kind of sets that in. Don't know why you wouldn't move away from Haddonfield entirely, even if your memories are there that are now ruined because a killer killed your friends. But, so there's a lot of weird stuff there. I think the first problem is the time skip, in my opinion. I wish that the trilogy was, they announced it as a trilogy, but they definitely didn't have all this shit planned out, and it shows, right? But I don't want to jump ahead. So
The whole fucking
basically-
trilogy wasn't planned.
well, that's what I'm saying. But they said they were
Like
going to
3
make a
different
trilogy of
movies.
movies, but they're
In
all
fact,
completely different.
I'm gonna tell you something that was on Reddit. Some guy on Reddit was like, "Yo, these movies are backwards. End should have been the first movie. Kill should have been in the middle, and then you should have had 2018 at the end."
That's true. Just how
Yeah.
the
That's what the guy
sequence of
said.
events, just how the sequence of events happened. It's so weird. And this film feels it's an hour and 50 minutes, but it feels very disjointed, and the dialogue, in my opinion, just feels very
Double-jointed.
rushed and weird. It's completely kind of just all over the place. But the main thing here is that just from the opening intro, where you see, Corey, who's this new character, and introducing a new character at
I
the
thought
tail end
that
of the
was Lex
trilogy.
Luthor from fucking. I thought Superman was gonna show up and beat the shit out of him.
I was gonna say this is some like
Jesse Eisenberg. What's that guy's name?
Clark Kent looking motherfucker by the time he gets 4 years later. And I'm like, he's babysitting this kid, and then, the
They
kid
made
plays a
it
prank on him.
comical. They made that
That
scene
is
comical.
like-
What the fuck?
It's literally like
it was like Scary Movie 6 or
Scary
something.
Movie. That's what I'm saying. It was. I looked at Tyler. I was like, we were literally couldn't stop laughing. I was like, why did they shoot it like that? Why did they make it look hilarious?
I think here's the thing. It came off comical.
right.
Comical.
I don't know what's going on tonight. Comical. I think they did it on purpose to not get the audience offended. But that killed the movie. That killed the tone of the movie, the beginning.
Right. And it's very weird. And also, why would a grown ass man get scared in an attic? And why was he banging on the door like that to get out? You know what I mean? Because if the door was shut, why wouldn't you just be like, dude, come on?
And
dude,
what
I
kid
would
goes
get
like this in
angry.
front of the doorknob and then gets fucking slammed in the face?
Right.
And
it's
how
like,
did he go over that high railing?
right.
Like,
It
it
was
makes no
12
sense.
feet back. I don't understand. Again,
He went
The
like,
kid fell off the railing and then the mother looks up and he's got the knife. He's like, ugh. It's
yeah. He's like,
obviously he wasn't stabbed.
right. And again, it's very just like, and that takes place on Halloween 2019, so it flash forwards to 2022. And also, the movie has no sense of it. You don't know when this thing takes place, because obviously, it finally says Halloween night at a certain point, but there's no sense of the way it skips time. Okay, and then my other thing I want to talk about was the Allison character, which is completely butchered in this movie because she acts like she hasn't gone through the last two movies. And she, dated this old cop that's 60 years old, and she's in her early 20s, which I don't understand. That character's only there just to show, oh yeah, we had a relationship and or whatever. And then
60.
the cop or whatever, and then it's
he
like,
was
wasn't he-
old.
Wasn't he
He was
30?
no, dude, that cop looked like he was in his 40s.
Okay,
I feel like he
that's
was
not-
old.
40s isn't 60.
Okay, but
You acting
I mean,
like
I was
she going out with
exaggerating.
Grandpa
I was
Munster or
exaggerating,
something.
but it might as well have been. It might as well have been her fucking dad at that point. She was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna date this dude, Corey. She falls. This is the love story, her and Corey, right? She sees Corey, and she sees something in him, even though she should be, very aware of what Laurie Strode is telling her, what your own grandmother's telling you. She's been through this shit before. You went through 2 movies surviving these attacks. And she acts like Laurie is the biggest piece of shit in this movie. She's not listening to her. She's shutting her down. And it's didn't you just go through 2018 and Halloween Kills? You're acting like a completely different character, in my opinion. Again, some people might I know there's a lot of people that champion this movie. They like it. That's fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. That's all good. But some of the character choices here are just so dumb. And the first kill doesn't even happen until an hour and 15 minutes in. You know what I mean? Or hour 20 minutes in. You know what I mean? And Michael's barely in this fucking thing. And I just didn't really expect it to be a Corey chapter
Did the
in my
fucking
Halloween
Force
film.
Awakens with fucking Halloween.
Yeah.
Listen,
And I'm
Here's the thing.
I was so confused.
The Force Awakens, that template needs to be fucking wrapped up and thrown in the garbage because that Force Awakens template has destroyed all these fucking movies that have been coming out. It was cool for The Force Awakens. That's it. Don't rip it off. Batman Begins started the reboot era. It's like, dude, that only worked for Batman. They rebooted
Don't do
everything
it
and
for
fucking ruined
everything
everything.
now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Superman they ruin.
Force
The other shit they
Awakens
ruin.
fucking destroyed all these movies now because that's all people are gonna do. You're gonna kill the legacy characters and you're gonna keep a couple of guys around and you're gonna ruin the rest of the movie. Stop.
Right.
Stop
And the
doing that.
biggest argument is like, well, they did something different. Yeah, well, it doesn't always work when you do something different. You know what I mean? That's not an excuse for this movie where, you know, you have this guy fucking, you know, sweet chin kicking the door and the kid falls. You know what I mean? I think it's one of those things where it's like when that, like you said, that
Shawn
kind of
Michaels?
threw off the whole, yeah, it threw off the whole movie at the start. And then you're sitting there like, okay, why am I trying to care about this Corey guy? And he doesn't even matter by the end of it because he's literally saying, oh, if you can't have her, then no one will. And it's like, okay, so you're going to build up this character for the whole movie for him to just stab himself in the neck. Michael doesn't even kill him off. There's no send off.
He did kill him.
And then,
He snapped his neck.
no, he stabbed himself in the neck.
No.
Corey.
No. He
Yes, he
himself
did.
he stabbed himself in the neck, pretended he was dead, and then when Laurie was in the thing, he goes, oh, and then Michael shows up, and Michael goes, kills him.
That would have been better.
Michael killed him. Did you not see that?
No,
Michael snapped his
No.
neck.
no, he stabbed himself in the neck.
Can somebody fucking confirm what I just said?
I'm pretty sure he
I
stabbed
think you
himself
gotta
in the
watch
neck.
the movie again.
Yeah, I mean, he stabbed himself in the neck.
Chat room.
I'm-
He
I'm
stabbed
trying
himself
to
in the
look
neck,
up
and then
the,
he got up. And Michael came in for his mask and snapped Corey's neck and killed him. Michael killed him. You gotta
I
watch
just-
that movie again.
Yeah.
Michael killed him. He stabbed
But
himself
he-
in the neck, and then he got up like he was fucking like immortal.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, but even that is like,
Michael did snap his neck after he was stabbed. See?
but that's still fucking stupid.
Yeah,
like
because
they're
Michael
still
suddenly arrives to retrieve his
That's
mask
why I
and kills
made the
Corey.
joke when Blumhouse makes the Freddy movie that they want to make. Jesse's on the floor and Nancy's running around, and Freddy gets up and Freddy snaps like at Jesse's neck, gets his glove in his hat. I know I did hat and glove, but whatever. But that's the
It's just-
joke I was making all week
Right.
in the chat room. I was like, Freddy takes his hand and goes and kills Jesse. Takes his stuff back and chases Nancy around the house.
Yeah, it's just again like and there's so many things that just doesn't it just doesn't line up for, you know, like how is the granddaughter
Blumhouse
how
wants
is-
to bring England back. He doesn't want
That's
to do a
gonna-
reboot.
no, he doesn't even want to do it. Like someone recently like was even at shows he's just so uninterested in doing
That's
it.
what he
Robert
says
Englund.
now. Until Blumhouse said I could get anybody I want back.
Right, but they can make a shitty movie too, you know what I mean?
That's
So
all right.
It's just like
he'll
the-
give him $2 million. He never made $2 million as Freddy. He made
Right.
$1 million on Freddy vs. Jason. Blumhouse throws $2 million at him. He'll do it.
no, I'm sure he will with the check. But I also but going back to Halloween there real quick, I
Blumhouse
just
snapping necks.
yeah, they do. Well, here's the thing. That ending scene was lackluster, and it was so short, and to the point
Colonel
of having
snaps Elvis's neck with a Christmas sweater. He puts a Christmas sweater on.
oh man. Well, look, I do want to obviously see the movie a second time because I was gonna, you know, I wanted to watch it a second time to, you know, actually
Please
do a review
watch
or
the scene
stream
where
of
he
it.
snaps his neck and kills him.
Yeah, maybe I was so pissed I just completely blacked that out because I saw it in the theater. I saw
You
it without
totally did.
any. I mean, I was pissed, man. I
Look at the
mean,
chat room. They're all telling you that he snapped his neck.
I get it, but the thing is that you don't understand. How are you going to walk in as Allison? You're going to walk in and you're going to scream. You're going to yell at your grandma holding the knife when Corey is on the ground.
Because she was in love with the guy.
But
This
the
felt like
Myers
a
mask
fucking-
was next to him. The
Yeah, when
Myers
we
mask
were
was next to
watching it-
him, and she ignored it.
When we were watching this, we were like, yo, this is Scream 6 with fucking Michael Myers.
It doesn't. It's just you're gonna walk in and you're gonna see Corey on the floor, but you don't see the Myers mask right next to him. That doesn't make any sense.
Listen,
It makes no sense. And the finale's lazy. You're telling me he's gonna throw Laurie around the kitchen for 5 minutes and it's over? Get the fuck out of here. You can kiss my fucking ass.
And she
with that
slits his
fucking
wrist
finale.
and he doesn't scream. He just like
Right. Oh yeah, but I understand I understand the meat grinder like thing, okay, but like holy
that was
shit,
fucking
like
funny, dude. They had to. I thought he was gonna be like, "Woo!" and drag her with him in the meat grinder. Instead, he's just like, "Ugh." Right? He goes in and you see his brain get squished, and you're like, "All right." I thought Casey Jones was operating that fucking meat grinder thing.
it is Halloween meets Twilight. I didn't need this fucking love shit in there. Like, you know what I
Why
mean?
the fuck was that lady that got the light tube in the throat? Why was she in the
Why?
movie?
Yeah, why was she?
lived.
Yeah,
And at the end, they're like walking slow, and then all of a sudden they're pushing her slowly, and she's like,
yeah.
I'm like,
we're
what
gonna get
the
'em.
fuck?
And then it's the kid whose babysitter got murdered in the first one. He's back, and it's like
His
get
parents
the
got
fuck
murdered
outta
too.
Here. Yeah, it's like, dude.
Oh yeah, the little kid did. He's scared.
Yeah.
He didn't age.
Julian, I think was his
It's
name.
4
and-
years later, and he's still a small little kid. What happened?
Yeah, I obviously want to see it a second time because that's just how I am with these things. I wanted to do that before I got on here, but I didn't have a chance. But
Midway Gamer, did you see the real Halloween 6, or did you just watch the pay-per-view version? Halloween
just thought it was
666 fills in the gaps. Halloween
does.
6 is a mess.
But I also think that this was just all over the place. I didn't like some of the kills were okay, but it just kind of just seemed very disjointed and rushed in many ways. And also the scene where he's fighting Michael for the mask has to be one of the worst scenes in the franchise. I think Busta Rhymes kung fu kicking Trick or Treat motherfucker, I think that's better than him wrestling for the mask. That is a shitty scene. Even my dad who watches it, who has no stake in the outcome, he was like, that scene was goofy when they were wrestling for the mask. And I'm like, even him, who's like 60-something years old, he can even recognize dumb shit when it's there.
Well, yeah.
And I'm not blinded by this, like, you know, all the new Halloweens are great. Like, no, look, I understand there's problems. I have problems with each one in this trilogy. Halloween 1 is my favorite film of all time. That doesn't mean dick, because at the end of the day, they're still going to keep making them. And again, 1 is the best one. And I think that 2018 was probably the best one in this trilogy.
One of the worst scenes in the movie. They kill the cop, and then Michael, like Freddy, pretends to get his power back. They kill the cop, and Michael goes...
Yeah, that... forget about it, dude. Forget,
it's like,
that was
wait a minute,
terrible.
was he Freddy? He got his powers back?
He was hulking
Yeah.
out.
So he was old and decrepit, but now that he kills, he's fine again. And then they also go against the whole Halloween Kills thing, where he kills, he transcends. Okay, but he can take damage now. So what the fuck? It just, they threw everything up. They didn't care, and they threw it away like it was garbage. They were just like, how can we just end this fucking thing already? And you know, someone actually did a fan edit. I don't know if you saw it, where they have it in like the VHS quality, and you know, Laurie's sitting out there with that old cop. You know, they're talking, and it cuts to the mask in the house, and then it zooms in, and then on the mask you just see the Silver Shamrock logo, and it just cuts to black. And I think that would have been...
That's one of my fucking pet peeves of this film. No Silver Shamrock masks.
Right.
They had them in all the other movies, but this one.
And dude, when I saw them panning to the radio tower, it brought me back to our conversation that you told me. I was like, are they really going to go there? Because that would have been, at least that would have been something interesting. It still wouldn't have been great with Corey and everything, but like that would have been interesting to see if they went in any kind of like route to that. You know what I mean? But
if you're gonna go with the tower, you should have gone with the tower. They set the whole thing up to be the radio tower. All 3 movies, if you watch them back, makes perfect sense. The tower sending him signals. He's killing
the thing.
to
And you guys are
sacrifices.
in the chat room saying, is Hollywood out of ideas? Here's the thing. When they made 2018, even though they had a 3-film deal, I don't think they expected it to do as well as it did.
they definitely didn't have the story.
So they
planned
scrambled. Yeah, they scrambled to be like, all right, what can we do? That's why Kills had a lot of like flashback clips. They didn't know where to go. And that's why none of these movies line up, because they don't know where to go. And I think this film, they had no ideas. They're like, fuck it, let's just make it an actual movie and do what we want, because it's the last one we're going to do anyway. And now the rights have reverted back to the owners, and they're going to make
COD family.
They're gonna capitalize on these 3 films and start making another movie right now.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with this trilogy.
Right.
And I know Mark Main's being an idiot on Twitter. It's actually 4 movies. Okay, asshole, it's 4 fucking movies.
What do you mean 4 movies? Oh,
He's
because
saying,
the first
oh,
one.
it's 78, 77, whatever the fuck.
But
Well, then you gotta count fucking Rogue One. Mark Main.
Yep.
Anyway.
You got to watch that every time now before you watch, you know.
Wasn't he in the sewers in 5? I haven't seen 5 in like 30 years. I gotta know 4.
Yeah, he was. That was where he floated down the river. That just looks ridiculous. But yeah, Hermit took care of him. And I understand the hobo said that he was killing people in the sewers, but like again, dude, it's so just piss poor. Even the scene where the homeless guy's like, "Oh, I'm Michael Myers. I'm Michael Myers." Like it's just so like, what am I watching here? You know what I mean? And I get it from the opening credits. Like, you look at the text,
I
you're like,
thought
this is
they
the Halloween
bum
3
stabbed
font.
Corey, because Corey was like, "Arr!" And then
Yeah,
all of a
I
sudden, the bum's on the floor dead.
He's
And I was
dead.
like, what the hell?
It was such a weird cut. Like, it just didn't make any sense. And I just love the idea of this old man being like, what if he was Michael Myers? Like, I'm Michael Myers, bitch. Like, what if it was him? You know? I just look, there's so many things. I don't want to, I'm not trying to take over here. I want you guys to obviously say what you thought. Like, what did you guys think about this thing just derailing with the whole Corey thing? Because I just didn't really care about his character.
I'm going to give you the biggest hot take before I talk about this. This movie would have worked the way it was, not touched, if it connected to Halloween 1 and 2, and then you flip 40 years to this film. And you know what? I'm going to give you another hot take. Don't even put Michael in this one. Michael blew up with Loomis in the second film. This is Laurie Strode and her granddaughter. She falls in love with this guy. Laurie Strode's like, I see Michael in him. Daughter doesn't believe it. Granddaughter doesn't believe it. Boom, he starts fucking killing. He becomes a new Michael Myers. He finds the mask in Laurie's house, puts it on, starts killing. And then she's got to take him down. I think that would have been a better film if it had connected to 1 and 2. Obviously, you can armchair quarterback and do all this shit later after you see the movie. But this movie would have worked if it was the third film, 40 years later.
Right.
But then again, I thought Halloween H2O was a good cap on the franchise. But what are you going to do? I didn't really hate this movie. But it just, I understand where people are coming from. This isn't a Halloween movie, and that's what people wanted. I completely get it. I get where you're coming from. You just wanted to go see Halloween and have a good time, and instead you watch a fucking Twilight.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say, and I see what you were saying, Abbo, about I know what you meant about him killing. He would have already had his powers if he was killing people in the sewers all those years. Yes, exactly. Like things like that where it just doesn't line up or make sense when they explain it.
The castle.
And the whole double team, tag team thing. You know what I mean? I think
teams.
I think there just seems to be an identity crisis with this movie, like what it was trying to do, but it also had to realize. I feel like this movie was trying to do one thing, and then it woke up at the end and was like, "Oh wait, we got to end this trilogy now." Shit, how do we end it?
And there is no fourth movie. Blumhouse is done.
Yeah, Blumhouse is done, so they're moving on.
The next movie you're getting is either going to go into another timeline or just reboot.
And James Drew Courtney even came out again, who played Michael Myers today, and was like, "I'm done. I'm done playing him." So I'm sure they'll get another Michael. They'll recast. They'll put it in a different, they'll probably make it to where one still happens, because that's an essential bridge between making another movie, right? So who knows what the Akkad family is going to do?
You know what they're going to do? They're going to make the real third movie. You know they're going to, because they can't bring Loomis back.
No.
So they're going to do either that, or they're going to just reboot it completely. Fuck Rob Zombie. And get somebody that knows what the hell they're doing, and maybe you bring that guy that played Loomis in Kills back. Did he shit again? Did he use Little John's toilet or Big John's toilet?
They have 2 toilets next to each other, one small.
That's fucked up. Oh, and that's another thing, too. They bulldozed the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, they demolished it, so it forced them to kind of,
Why didn't they do that in 2018? Just have the house.
Why didn't they do it? Between the 40 years, they didn't do dick with it. They're like, yeah, no, we'll just leave it up for him to eventually.
He knew he was coming home.
Yeah. Frank, what did you think? Your overall thoughts? Because you've been,
Hey,
you're kind
I
of
still
newer
gotta
to
give
the
what I
franchise.
thought, but you know what?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I gotta use the restroom. So why don't you just talk for like 2 seconds? Give your
Okay.
take, Frank. I'll listen to it and I'll come back.
Yeah, whatevs. I really think that had they just gone full bore with this radio tower, you would have had your movie and it would have been okay. Because if you go back and watch, because I just watched 2018 and Kills, it would explain almost everything. It would explain in the beginning the radio tower causes him to kill his sister. Because so when does he get the mask in the original? Like when he's a little kid, right?
So, well, the mask in the original, in the beginning he only wears the clown mask, and then
Okay.
they
But you could still have that as like, hey, this was the tower was interacting with the mask. The who's ever behind the tower needs the sacrifices because that was like the whole thing with even if you don't do Silver Shamrock per se, you do this whole thing. Why does nobody ever leave the town? They're all drawn there. Why does he go
Right.
to the room and look out and you see the tower flashing out of his bedroom window? Why does he seemingly deactivate and activate? You know, it's like all these things that
Yeah,
they had
they're hinting
the
towards it.
blueprints there. It was all set. They show the tower burning, and that's when he's vulnerable. Why didn't they just say, "Yo, it was the tower"? And then at the
Yeah.
end of the movie, the granddaughter finally leaves Haddonfield, breaking the curse. It's like it's over. The tower's
Yeah.
gone. And
Yeah.
I'm watching it, and I'm like, they had the film there. It would have been fine, but they just didn't. They wanted to do it, but they didn't go full bore with it, and then that's why it's a disjointed mess. And like Perry said, you're gonna look back and be like, 2018 was fine. They could have just stopped it there.
Yeah, they
Because
could have just did one and done, but obviously they knew that,
yeah, the other two just don't make sense. I mean, the tower thing would have fixed it. Even like I said, you don't have to go into the Stonehenge and the sacrifice and all this crazy stuff. You
No.
just say, hey, it's this tower that's doing it, and that's it. And it explains everything. It explains why remember the people were unaliving themselves all of a sudden on
Right.
Halloween. It's like it makes perfect sense. You have it there that the town is to be sacrificed, but they just didn't do it.
Yeah.
So I didn't hate the movie, but it just is a disjointed mess, like you said. I mean, it just.
I
don't know.
think that's the thing. I think it just depends on, like, people will definitely choose their order, with this trilogy. Obviously, if you want to count the first one, but if you're counting, everyone's favorite should be the first one, really. If it's not, that's fine. Everyone has a personal favorite, but the first one is usually held up as like that's the definitive one. So when you rank them, that's why when I say ranking and I don't include the first one, it's really just because this trilogy here, this bundle of movies here, needs to be kind of like looked at now as like, okay, 2018 kind of had the better finale, right? Halloween Kills definitely had the better kills. And then ends, like positive. Like, I mean, I like the soundtrack. I think some of the shots are pretty good. I think I like the fact that there is some lore to Haddonfield with the radio station, even though they didn't do anything with the radio tower. Some of that stuff was interesting, but I did not dig the Twilight stuff, especially last minute. How did you feel about Corey? I thought his actor was good. Like, I thought he did a good job, right? Like, it's not his fault that the script was written the way it was. Like, I thought he did bring it to the table.
His whole premise was kind of stupid. Like, oh, he killed the kid and then he's broken now, and that's why like he looked into Michael's eyes and like I don't know. Like it just is another thing where had it been the tower, hey, he's he's already like messed up from the thing. He looks at Michael. It's like you could do it however you want to do it. Remember, even the mask was making the guys go crazy. It's like the mask has power to it.
Right.
For whatever
they alluded
reason.
to that. And then the whole, like, he kills, he transcends line in Halloween Kills and the way that they made that. And it's like, I just think that they, like what Perry said, they didn't really have a solid plan here.
No, they had no plan. They just were like, oh, that movie was good. Let's go crazy.
Now, how would you rank the trilogy personally? Like this new trilogy?
To be honest with you, probably 2018 ends and then Kills.
Okay.
I really did like
That's
End,
what a lot
even
of
though
people are ranking it. So that,
I agree with you though that like Michael was barely in the film. There were no kills, which was weird. Like I don't know. Maybe if I rewatch it, I would think differently of it. But I didn't quite care for kills, although it was more traditional. Now that you're looking at this one, that one seems like much more traditional of a Halloween
And
film.
there was, yeah, exactly. And there was like, and I know that there's people online that say, oh, the amount of time Michael was in this movie is similar to Halloween 1 because he wasn't in it as much. And like, I
Right.
get people are doing that, but that doesn't mean that the other meat and potatoes of the movie is actually really good. Because at least with Halloween, you're establishing the first set of teenagers and these characters in this universe in Haddonfield. Like there was other stuff going on, even though Michael wasn't in it. The other stuff was actually pretty good. Here, in my opinion, Michael wasn't in it as much, and then the other stuff they gave us wasn't really that good, or kind of just like
They
just
don't give you time to care about Corey at all. Like,
yeah.
at all. Like they make you. He's
They
the
flash
main-
forward, and then it's like, oh, he's out of prison. Did he ever go to jail? Oh, yeah, he went to jail, right? Like he
I
actually,
think he got. They said he got
Right.
off or whatever. So I don't
Right.
know if he actually went, but I mean, he
very
didn't-
weird, right? And then at the end, they're just like, oh yeah, he's like, they just forget about him. Like that, like once he's dead, the movie itself, like they probably talk about him on the news, but I guess he was just a victim of Michael. They never really like counted his kills or knew that he was insane to begin with. Or at that point, who gives a shit because it's over. They're trying to just be like, all right, Meat Grinder, he's gone, and then Corey's gone, and then so
But like you said too, his death was so stupid. Like, why do you not have him about to like do something, and then Michael comes in and just kill? It's like there you go. Like there's so many ways you could just fix this, but they did all the wrong things. It seems.
yeah, I just and again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and I want to hear more with what Perry has to say too when he comes back too. But I think there's, like I said, as far as like, I don't think this is the worst in the franchise. I mean, I think
No.
easily Resurrection is the worst.
That's the one where they're filming it that we
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
together. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was the worst one I've ever seen.
The
in my
best
life.
part is the Busta Rhymes Kung Fu flip. We know this, okay? This is established, but I think it's safe to say that this one, I do want to go back to it and see it just for the sake of kind of writing down more points and stuff like that. Because what I did with Halloween Kills, where I saw it a couple times and then I started to kind of morph my opinion a little bit, and then I went back and watched 2018. So if I go back and watch all of them in a row, maybe, which would be a lot, but I would, have to kind of get some perspective now with this being in that threshold of movies. But again, I know it's either you like it or you don't. You could be in, people are in the middle, but online it's very like heated. It's either people like it or they don't like it. Some people are in the middle. Some people don't give a shit. They stopped caring after, I don't know, 1990s, you know what I mean? They stopped caring. But, I just think that it didn't really have the right ending punch. But we'll have Perry take the floor now. Continue what you're saying, Perry. I didn't mean to cut you off either to go to Frank.
Stupid wire.
That's all.
Here's the thing. I like the movie. I understand where people have problems with it, but whatever. Look, it's just a fucking movie at the end of the day. They're gonna do it again. You're not gonna wait 7 years for Halloween. They're gonna capitalize on this now. They're probably gonna start filming probably in the springtime.
Soon. I was gonna say, considering Scream turned out one real quick, and Friday the 13th apparently getting some getting some movement. So we'll see.
So, yeah, I'm sure they're gonna jump on that immediately. They want to capitalize off this film.
Now, how did you feel about Corey? I want to ask you the same question. Like, how did you feel about Corey, who's pretty much our main character in this movie overall?
Here's the thing. Like I said, if this was the third true film, I wouldn't have had a problem with it. But what I would have done is Michael's dead. Like, him and Loomis are gone. You start this 40 years later. She's got the granddaughter. Then she starts to see patterns of Michael in him. I think that would have been a better film. And then he catches on to that. And that kind of drives him a little crazy too, which it kind of did in this movie.
Yeah.
And then he gets the mask, he puts it on, he starts killing everybody. I mean, he starts killing everybody like you just keep the movie the way it was. You just take Michael out of it. I know people would get mad about that, but he's dead. Like, he blew up with Loomis. This
Right.
is
If they
40
kept
years
to
later.
canon, like
This
which they
movie
should
could
have.
have worked the way that it was shot and everything. Because then you think, okay, Michael's taken over somehow. He's infected his soul or something. You know what I mean? You could have totally done that and got away with it. And the final battle could have been her just like reminiscing about her and Michael fighting. You know?
Yeah.
But a new director, yes, the fucking Blumhouse is done with this. It's over. They're gonna do a whole new movie. They're not making a sequel to this. It's gonna be a whole new thing again.
Also, my favorite character was Corey's dad, by the way.
Yes, the dad was cool, the stepdad,
Yeah.
because he was for his son, and it was fucked
Right.
up when he got killed at the end. But luckily, he didn't kill him, because I was like, "There's no way
Right.
he's killing the father." And then that fucking prick kid killed him, and then that was more ammo for him to kill that kid.
Yeah, and it was like you know, the whole I just love like the way he was just like sitting there watching with the headphones on, like watching like an action movie. I was like, this is just so funny. Like this guy.
Yeah, why was he
like,
there? Was he afraid
Yeah,
he was
like-
going to get vandalized
The
on
wife,
Halloween?
the wife was like so hard on all them, so he was probably just trying to watch movies and like chill.
Yeah, he was probably just trying to get away, like, you know what I mean?
You know, it was funny when the girl got squished by the fence. It's like,
yeah,
what the heck?
that was
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought she was
again-
gonna get squished through it, but it didn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, like some of the kills were you know, that was at least entertaining. I mean, they always come up with some, you know, clever ideas. I thought the whole record DJ
That was
scene
ridiculous.
was very random.
Oh.
Like why was he like, you know, why was he doing a whole shoot interview on him out front of his radio station? Like, you know what I mean? Like why was he just like getting pissed at
I
him?
don't know. And then
I get it.
The tongue skipping on the record, that was stupid.
Yeah, yeah. It's
ridiculous.
that was
But,
definitely
I look,
Yeah, I don't know.
I like the movie. I understand exactly where everyone's coming from. This is not a Halloween film. It was a good movie for what it was, standalone. If this had nothing to do with the other movies, I'd be like, okay, whatever.
right.
But again, like I said, I would have made it the third film. Michael's not in it because he's dead. He's long gone. This guy embodies the spirit of Michael. And that's how you keep Michael alive without keeping him alive.
And I know they kind of threw a hint at us, you know, with the credit text and everything. They kind of threw that at us as like, oh, this is going to be different. You know, it's not as good as Halloween 3, but they used the Halloween 3 font for the opening credits to kind of give you an idea that this is going to be something that is completely different. They did that on purpose. And, you know, because even me and my friend looked at each other like, that's the Halloween 3 font. That's interesting. Like that. I don't know if they're going to go
Well, that
all the
fucked
way
with me because
there.
that made you think, okay, the masks have something to do with it. Because
That's
they've
why
been
when I
building
saw
up
the
to
radio
masks.
tower, I was like, okay,
That's
like,
insane.
okay, all right, like this is we got something here that's a little bit, you know, like out of the blue, but also really going deep into the, you know, if you're a fan, you're really gonna get it. And you didn't really get, you know, you got the sit up scene where he sits up after his mask is stolen. You got the scene where he stabs, you know, the chick to the wall. So you got some callbacks there, but it just kind of felt half
Well, the
baked.
last scene in the kitchen without the lights on. That was a
That
callback.
too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, but yeah, I said, like I was telling him, like, you know, I think the people will have their placement and their favorites here, but I would probably rank it, you know, 2018 kills ends right now in order they came out. I want to watch it a second time. I want to write down some extra thoughts on it too. Obviously, there's, you know, some stuff I definitely was kind of. I think a lot more casual fans will probably like this more as well. And if some hardcore fans like it, that's fine. I mean, we all saw the same movie, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Here's the thing, man. They're gonna
There's people
reboot
that are
this movie a
toxic
million
online.
times even after we're gone, so it doesn't even
Yeah.
fucking matter.
It's the
People
horror
can get
genre.
fucking
We know
angry
they
and mad
do
all
this,
they
you
want,
know?
but at the end of the day, they're gonna reboot this shit. We'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
fucking dead, and they're gonna reboot it and do whatever
Yeah.
they want, and no one's
should
gonna
just
be
enjoy
around to
the
complain
ride.
about it.
No.
Enjoy the ride,
Exactly.
enjoy the movies. You know, at the end of the day, that's all.
Yeah,
that
maybe we'll
matters.
get a Friday
These are all
13th.
different timelines anyway. This thing's like got the Zelda timeline. Like,
Yeah,
it's fucking ridiculous how many timelines are. I would have just ended this shit with H2O. You know? But what are you gonna do?
You don't like H2O's ending over this one?
No, I do like H2O's ending. I mean, it's clear cut and dry, literally clear
That was
cut
the
and
best
dry.
ending.
That's what I was trying to tell my friends when the movie ended, because some
When
of
the
them didn't
movie
see
ends, she
H2O.
fucking knocks his head off. The audience goes, yeah! And then the fucking music hits and the credits roll. That's it. It's over. It's done.
Yeah. Yep.
She shut the gates on him. She locked herself in there, screams Michael with the axe, and she's ready to go. And you're like,
That
okay,
was
this
the
is going to
best.
be, they're going to kill each other or someone's going to kill somebody, and that's it. But then they
And this is like,
they
it
made
happens
more
in
money,
5
and then they
minutes.
made Resurrection, and that was it. That ended that
Right.
fucking timeline.
And like this finale, I feel like it's just over before it began, and it's like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna send you though that I'm gonna send you guys that video actually of the whole the fan edit ending, with that Silver Shamrock thing, because it is interesting, to if they went in that direction. And I know people were like, oh, will they do a people were putting up fake posters of the whole Silver Shamrock thing. We're like, well, they'll do this now, in the trilogy. It's like they're not doing a Silver Shamrock thing, guys. We're not gonna get that, but
You know what they could have done? Armchair quarterback. In the beginning, when the kid locks him in the attic, the kid plays the Silver Shamrock music. It drives him fucking nuts, and he kicks the door open.
Oh wow.
And then that just sticks with him the whole
Yeah.
time. That like fucked him up. That music fucked him up. They could have done that. They could have done anything. They could have had Stone Cold come in and stun him.
But even like the DJ with the tongue.
Imagine if
It's-
Stone Cold had the monster truck and just ran over Corey. Oh hell yeah! And kills him.
Corey's under the fence. But even with the
And
DJ's
Austin pours
tongue,
beer on him.
Corey's like, "Oh." They're trying to tell you like the mouthpiece of the radio is dead. Like they're trying to tell you it's the tower, and they never get there. Like there's so many things about this that they're trying to tell you, and they just like fell short of it at the end. They just didn't go all the way.
Posted it in there. It's called alternate ending, but it's just a cool little thing you guys can watch when it's done. But yeah, it's like I said, I really just think 1 and 2, man. Watch them back to back, and there you go. If you want to watch 1, 2, H2O, you can. Like Perry said, it's like choose your own adventure. You can go to any timeline you want. You can go down any rabbit hole and swap this movie out with this one, and then it kind of it's like the little line. It just goes off to the next little thing. It's like there's so many ways to do it where there'll still people be confused about it because there's so many out there. So I think that's a big thing too. It's like you can jump in from any kind of point of the franchise, but then when franchises go on forever, like Perry said, you're always gonna have pockets of like, what's your favorite, what's your top 3, so everyone comes from different eras, and I think some people that grow up with this Halloween trilogy, that could be their favorite. It just depends on where you're at, with that, but
Well, I'll say this. Whatever, guys. If you don't like the movie, just go back and watch the other ones. They're not going anywhere. Look, Resurrection sucks. That you can even cut off Resurrection. Be like, yo, you know what? End the H2O. And then you got the reboot, and then you can go from 2018 to ends. You could just watch kills. I think the biggest mistake they made in this whole trilogy was they didn't keep it in one night. They should have been in one fucking night, all 3 films.
yeah, I agree.
And
I
it should
agree.
have ended that fucking night. Okay?
Just make Halloween
Even if they were going to
2018
do
just-
the meat grinder thing, and they're going to have everyone, like the Pope is coming into town.
Yeah.
Okay? You could have done that at the end of the
I like how
night.
even the sheriff guy came back. He was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this." He's like, "Even if it's not traditional, we're gonna do
That guy
this." And I'm
was-
like,
he wasn't even in the film. He showed up at the
I was
end
like,
of nowhere.
I was gonna say, yeah, he was barely there.
That guy
I was
looks
like,
like
what
a
the hell?
character from SpongeBob with the fucking sheriff hat on.
Come on.
I like Halloween 3, the idea of series being a movie within a movie. I like the reference. What? It was
What?
a movie within a movie? Oh, because they were watching the first film in that movie. That's right.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yep. I also like how they had the thing. He showed the kid the thing, which I thought
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
and
kind
this
of
one.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. But damn, man, how are you gonna let a kid get the one up on you like that? Damn. It's like he made you look like a bitch screaming in the attic. But
I like
it's
how he goes to get the beer and then he just gets chocolate milk. And I'm like, wow, what a geek.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, that's just showing his character there.
My wife brought up a good point about the beginning of the film. The house is so luxurious, right?
Yeah, that staircase was like
Now listen,
intimidating.
the house was fucking luxurious and everything. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Luxurious.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't said that word in a long time. And then you go in the kitchen. It's a little piece of shit kitchen.
Yeah. No, my friend even said that. He's like, that's the size of their kitchen. Like he literally looked over at
But
me
it
and was
looked
like, what
shit.
the fuck?
It looked like a kitchen from the fucking 80s over there.
Yeah, I know. That's again, I don't I think they kind of had that scene, you know, that like they knew that was going to be like a
My
you know,
wife
probably
hated
one of the
that Corey was like, at the end, he didn't turn good and stop Michael. She was
Right.
like, why'd they just keep him bad? And I was like, because everyone fucked with him.
yeah, they just kind of wanted to make it like the whole time he's getting. Also, who the fuck gets picked on by the band people? Like they made all those guys seem jockey. They were band kids. Like band kids get beat up. Band kids don't beat up kids. That's not how it works.
Well, they're beating up
that's literally
like an older man.
yeah. It's like
Yeah, it's kind of
that makes
weird.
it doesn't like that also didn't make sense because I
And
don't
the
know if you
glass
caught that.
bottle
but they are in
broke and the
band.
glass is all the way in his
Yeah.
hand. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? How
That was so nasty.
the fucking Yoo-Hoo bottle was like
It was
big.
like ah.
And he goes,
It's like a huge shard, like from
what
a
is he
window.
doing? A fucking magic trick?
But yeah, man, I all in all, like I said, it wasn't really, you know, it wasn't the worst horror film I've ever seen, but it definitely wasn't a really good Halloween film in my opinion. But you know, it's all good that we can
That
agree
whole
to disagree on
scene
some
where he
point.
gets his powers back like Freddy. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know what that was.
Someone should put some like jazz music to that. And they go,
And he's like,
Put the bar music.
"Oh." He's like Elvis
should've-
shaking, you know,
Yeah.
like what the hell?
They
You
should have.
know,
They should have played the fucking bar music at the end.
Yep.
Freddy's dead.
Everything
Michael's
remains
dead.
the same.
Casey Jones, he turned on the grinder. Well, oops. Man, kids get their asses whooped. Corey's events, even if he had defined himself in the beginning against the kid, you mean defend himself? He would still look worse than he already did. I don't know. He
Yeah,
just wanted
like
to
I be
be left alone. They were just fucking messing with him, bullying him. And
Yeah.
shit. I think he just didn't want to get in any trouble. He wanted to just stay low key, and then eventually he ate at him, and that was it. He met Michael. Who the fuck is Corey? It's Michael Myers' new name.
Yeah, Michael Jr.
This is
Yeah,
not
did
his
you see the
son.
pictures? Did you see the pictures online where it's Corey on the bike and Michael's like behind him?
I posted those in the chat.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
someone did the smile thing, so he's smiling.
Yeah, yep. And that's how it's funny. 'cause
Jesus
people
thought
were
that
even
was
saying
real.
that.
He was like, yo, what
Really?
the fuck? And I was like, that's not real. He's like, but
Well, it's
still,
funny
though.
Imagine him riding his bike in between kills, like, all right, let's go to this house now, and he's just like jumping on the back of the bike, like
Well,
you can
he
almost
had
see that.
The
like,
fucking motorcycle, like Robin and fucking Batman.
yeah, yeah, just have the
The father gave him the bike, like Bruce Wayne gave
yeah,
Grayson the bike.
yep. He's
Dude,
like,
it
here you
was
go.
a lot of
He knows who used
Batman
for it
connections
anyway.
in that fucking movie.
Yeah,
Imagine Michael had the fucking bat logo, but it was a knife or something.
We need you back, Michael.
The radio tower had the light show. I don't know.
I read the funniest thing. This cannot be true. Somebody was like, "There's supposed to be an ending where Michael is impaled on the radio tower." I'm like,
Yeah,
how the hell is
That
he
was
get
a
up
fake
there?
ending.
Yeah, how
that's a well. Apparently, there is an alternative ending that is going to be coming out, and I wonder if that's it.
But
I
how the hell
wonder
does
if
he
that's
get
what
up
they
there?
shot. I don't
Does
know.
he climb it like King Kong?
Right. That's what I read in the fake
Oh, okay.
thing where it said the tower controls him. He climbs the tower. That sounds like the ending from Cable Guy.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Can you imagine Michael Myers scaling the thing? He's got the knife in his mouth and he's scaling to the
You
top
can
of
play
the
Mortal
thing.
Kombat
Well,
with your friend.
Well, they told the truth there.
Yeah. Yep.
That actually happened. Me and Richard were joking that Big John and Little John come back as giants, and then Michael comes back as Big Michael, and they're all fighting. And then Godzilla comes out, and they're all fighting each other.
Oh my God. Michael slashes Godzilla's throat.
Yeah.
Well, they do have the I don't know if you saw the Steelbook that's coming out with this.
I saw
It
it
is-
was orange,
it is
but I didn't look
cool.
at it.
Yeah, it is orange and black. They do. Obviously, I'm going to get it. You know, they got my money there, but
Can they make the Evil Dead Steelbook? The fucking Necronomicon was the fucking actual like skin and it peeled off at Best Buy.
Ew.
They made it like leather and it like wore out.
yeah, it's apparently smelling. It smells now if you have it in your collection
Ew.
because it's just rotting.
They should do
Like-
that. Make a steelbook with Michael's mask, and then it just smells after like 20 years.
Why?
Big John and Little John, my favorite, because of Mad TV. Yeah. You know why they locked Michael in that house?
Oh
We've
yeah,
been waiting for you,
it was
Michael.
a party.
Yeah,
It was a party big time.
Michael's come home. Instead of running, he just stands there and gets killed.
Imagine they have a trap room like Lori, but it's for a different reason.
Oh, you're
They
never
trap
getting
him in
out
the
of here,
basement
Michael.
so they can-
And he's trying to get out. Like, help.
yeah, help me.
Screwed up.
Spread those cheeks. And then it hits the credits.
And then the firefighters they get brought into it when they come try to save.
They
the
need the
house,
jaws
yeah.
of life to spread his cheeks open.
When Michael gets out, he curb stomps the guy's ass like a pumpkin instead of his head. He sticks the flashlight up there like a
Yeah, I
jack.
like how they don't mention that either. Not that specifically, but like the whole therapist guy.
They
or
didn't
the
mention
doctor.
Loomis at all. They didn't even
They
name
didn't
drop
mention
him.
Loomis. They didn't mention the doctor like putting on the mask, trying to embody
This
the
is the
evil,
first
like, they never-
film where they don't drop his name.
No, that's true.
They don't drop Loomis's name or have the masks. It's so weird. I'm glad that lady survived, though.
Yeah,
She's on the Housewives show. She was on the original Halloween. And the guy survived the cop. That was cool. So him and Lori are going to have a life together. And the daughter leaves town. The granddaughter leaves town or whatever. Nobody cared about the daughter. It was just a
No.
picture of her on the wall. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. They're like, yeah, and she's done.
No one cared about the dad either.
No,
He really got
she didn't have
shot.
a
No.
picture of the guy.
No, I was gonna say they cared for 2 seconds in the beginning of Kills, which fixed them being emotionless in 2018. But after they did that little crying scene, we're like, oh, we miss him. They just completely forgot about it.
Forgot about everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I think everyone will have their favorites. This ain't one of them for me. But if you like it, cool. There's no point of being, toxic or shitty about it like the horror community likes to be. And roast people that likes it, roast people that hate it. It's like, dude, they're fucking movies. Just enjoy it. It's just like the games. It's like, dude, it's fucking games. Like, play it how you want, enjoy it how you want. Who cares what other people say? You know what I mean? And that's what I have to say, like at all that, because there's so much that kind of blew up past week because since this thing's been out, and it's like, dude, just enjoy it. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you don't want to watch it, again, if you don't want to spend money on it, download it. If you don't want Peacock, or if you have Peacock, watch it on there. Any way to do it. But
Still getting new
Jeff
Halloween
Keighley
movies, so it's
tweeted
good.
1 hour
Yeah.
ago a picture of the PT screen.
Who?
Jeff Keighley tweeted 1 hour ago the PT loading screen for PlayStation 4.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Great.
sucks.
he does.
Dude, he's such a kiss ass, man. Fuck that guy. Hey, Kojima, I love you, baby. Come over to my house later. So, here's the real question about these movies. When the fuck are we getting Gremlins 3?
That would be nice. I don't know.
I don't know.
They did the commercial with Billy, and he's still around. He's not too old.
Yeah, that's a movie they haven't done to death. That would be okay.
The real question, and who got the adult Happy Meal yet? I haven't.
They don't have them.
I got it the first night.
Damn.
Dude, they're so worried about you pulling in spot like number 3 and 4. They don't even give you your fucking food that you paid for.
No, it's a mess.
I'm scrolling to see if there's any other news before we wrap it up.
I checked the other day. It's pretty lackluster.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'll tell you right now. There were some
Resident
cooking
Evil
utensils.
3! Resident Evil
vacuum.
4! Resident Evil 5! Resident Evil 6! Resident Evil 7! Resident Evil 8! Resident Evil 9! Resident Evil
A
10!
coffee pot, an air fryer, a
Resident Evil! Just call it REZ Evil. You know what I mean?
Res Evil, a 2 terabyte SSD for $139.99.
Yeah, from who? Western
Crucial.
Digital? Oh, no, that's alright.
And another Roomba for
Oh,
$500.
they have a meme of Drake, of the PlayStation guy saying, trash, Blooper Team sucks ass, and it shows the medium for Xbox. Then it shows Silent Hill 2, because it's on PS5. Oh my god, suck it Xbox, Blooper's Bangers only on PS5.
Blooper's Bangers.
I'll send you the picture, hold on.
That's so stupid. Blooper's Bangers.
I'll show it here.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
This thing works. Alright. It's the
Blooper's
fucking goalpost
Bangers.
being moved in the real time.
How true is that, though? Like, I knew that was going to happen.
We all knew. It's alright. When that Activision deal goes through. Adam Sessler tweets. Nah, I don't follow him. I like him. I think he's alright, but he's got dude, remember, I don't know if you remember, Anthony, but after G4 ended, he had like a YouTube channel. Like the original G4.
You said Sandler or Sessler?
Sessler.
Okay.
I'm sure Adam Sandler has horrible tweets too, but I don't know. Yeah, look at this. This is what somebody posted on Twitter. Yeah, I don't follow him like on Twitter or nothing, but
But yeah, apparently he's crazy.
yeah,
Which
whatever.
doesn't
He just
surprise
lost
me.
his job. Of course he's gonna act crazy.
Oh, he's been doing this the whole time on G4, apparently, like his recent run.
Well,
Because
do you
people
know,
would, you know,
do you know what happened to him originally? He left the gaming industry for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you know what happened? He talked bad about Nintendo and Sony, and guess what? He got threatened. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to school and do shit, and I'm leaving the gaming industry behind.
He said he had to like take care of his wife and stuff for a few years, so I think he just kind of was
Right.
like, I'm done. And then unfortunately he got wrapped up in this new G4 shit, and it's like,
Well, I think he thought it was time to come back, but
right, but I think it's like, dude, if you're gonna, flame people online, like get pissed and you scream and yell, it's like, dude, just ignore the haters. Again, you giving into these tweet replies does nothing. It literally means nothing. It does nothing. It makes you look bad. It's like, dude, just turn off your phone and like take a walk. Apparently he likes reading books. Well, read a fucking book. Like, why? Who cares? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
It shows you their true colors. It's like, dude, yeah, that dude used to be cool and laid back, but it's like
Yeah,
when you
but
start,
you know
like,
what though? I'm gonna tell you something. We've all been through this. He's sticking up for himself. Whether you agree with him or not, he's got a right to defend himself online. If people are saying shit to him, if he's feeling bad one day, he's just gonna let it out. Be like, yo, go fuck yourselves. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He's allowed to do that. I mean, this is the world we live in today. You're a pussy if you defend yourself, and you're a pussy if you don't defend yourself. Make up your fucking
Right.
mind, buddy. When I was a kid growing up, if you didn't defend yourself, you were a pussy.
yeah.
Now, if you defend yourself, oh, he's got mental problems. You need help. And they're like, no, you're defending yourself. So you can't have it both ways. The internet purposely needles people, and if the guy has a bad day and decides to go off, let him do what he's got to do. Whether he looks bad or not, that's what he's got to do. He's got to do. But I'm sick of this shit where, oh, you're a pussy if you defend yourself. You're a pussy if you don't. Shut up. Go fuck
Yeah,
off,
I agree.
dude.
I agree with that. I mean, I think you should be able to.
Dude, imagine
do
if somebody
it.
says something to your girlfriend and you go, fuck you, asshole, and they go, oh, you need mental help, man. What's wrong with you? You can't be talking like that. It's bullshit.
Right. Yeah, they can't gaslight you into thinking you're
That's
the
what I'm
fucked up
saying.
one.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't change the fucking rules because you decide.
Yeah.
So, the guy's having a bad day. He's having a bad day. Now, if he's going crazy and saying fucked up shit that really is, like, really fucking with people, like, if he's being a bully, then he's got a problem.
Right.
But if he's defending himself, man, he feels away. You can't tell him any different. That's the way he feels. And I think people need to understand that. You know what I mean? And talking about what? Is that true?
I don't know. That's that's why
I
I'm like
don't
I'm
thi- I
hearing
don't-
about this. I'm like
I don't know if that's true. Comcast shut them down. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
Dude, if he said that, somebody's got to call the cops.
Yeah, that's when you just got to make sure he. Yeah, once you start threatening people, that's when it gets a little.
That's when it gets out of hand.
Yeah,
You can stick
it's
up for
like-
yourself, but you can't be threatening
Right.
people because that's the whole point of you defending yourself.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
threatening you. What happened to G4? They lost their funding and they're out of business. Who's Adam Sandler? He makes a lot of shitty movies. Adam Sessler, the
He
guy
goes
from
on
G4.
vacation. He goes on vacation to make movies.
I thought he was an okay host. Back in the
Back
day.
in
and
the
everything.
day, yeah, but you know what? They barely used his ass in this new G4. They barely used them.
Right.
That's what made me like kind of like question. I'm like, you have one of the better guys who can actually like has good narration, knows at least knows what he's talking about, and they didn't use him. It's like what the fuck, man? Like him and Kevin Pereira and like those old school guys, those are the only ones they had. And all the old, the newer people coming on the show be like, oh, I grew up watching Adam and all this stuff. And it's like, well, why didn't they use them in the actual show? I understand they want to put over new talent, but goddamn,
Maybe
they
it was too
barely
much
used
money.
them. That's true.
Maybe he was
That's
busy.
true. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I'm not here to analyze other people. As long as the
Yeah.
guy is like normal online, what are you gonna do? If he's writing that crazy stuff, that's his problem.
Yeah.
But if he's defending himself, like whatever, guys. Look, guys, you guys are full of shit in the chat. If you turn around and say you wouldn't defend yourself verbally, not physically,
Right. And
but
we
verbally.
defend ourselves too when shit goes,
You know
south
what I mean? If
sometimes.
somebody
It's like-
cursed you out, I understand. We've all been cursed out. We've all ignored it and moved on. That's fine. But if you get to the point, if somebody gets like needles you really bad, you're gonna tell them to go fuck off, right? There are times where you're gonna shake it off and be like, yeah, whatever, and that's fine. That's the right thing to do is to walk away. But there are other times when people get in your face, you're gonna be like, yo, fuck off, dude. Leave me alone.
You
Right.
get cornered and you gotta say something.
That's it.
So it depends.
And I'm
Especially on
not
Twitter
advocating
where
that, but I'm
people
just saying
are-
we've all been there. So don't
Right.
act
And
like you
people
wouldn't
want to
fucking do
get
it.
blocked. People want to get blocked by Adam, or they want to get blocked by the person they see online. They want that satisfaction. So they'll do that. They'll literally pester them to the point where they'll just get blocked, and that's what they like to do. So
He's professional health, if that's true. Yeah, I guess so, but I don't follow him and I don't know what he said. 33 and I still get in fist fights. Talk about my family or fight. Exactly, man.
right. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like if you say that, it's like that he wouldn't say that to anyone in
But
person if
imagine
he
you're
is doing
defending
that.
your family and people are like, oh my god, that guy's such a pussy. Look what he's doing.
Right.
Or, oh, that guy needs mental help. It's like, should you be fighting? No, but you know what? Sometimes people say shit and those are fighting words, my man. You're
Yeah.
defending your family, sticking up for yourself.
And the context is what matters. Like we don't know what's going on here. If it's like between online and real life shit, it's completely different. The like he'll take it to a certain extent that maybe he wouldn't take it in person. Who knows? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, G4 is gone. Bunch of people lost their jobs. It sucks. It's a shitty situation. It should have went over a lot better. And they completely lost their identity with trying
I think
to
they should
claim
have
their
done their
nostalgia.
research before they jump back into the fray.
They got a little too cocky, I think. I think they were just like, "Yeah, we kind of did this before, but we have
Here's
this."
the
And I
thing.
feel like
I
they got a
think-
little too
Because
in
a
their own
lot of
head.
people online were saying, I wish G4 would come back. And I think they took that. We're like, oh, let's just do it the way we did it before. Because they didn't want to
Yeah.
fuck with the audience. They didn't want to change anything. But I think that's the problem. You need to change with the times or you're done. Like we said earlier in the show. You can't bring 90210 back now because that was a show for the early 90s into the fucking early 2000s. You can't do that again. You can't replicate that. LA was a completely different place. Beverly Hills was a completely different place. Now there's fucking smash and grabs in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills is the worst place to live right now. In the early 90s, it was like the most ritziest place to fucking live. You know what I mean? You can't do the same type of thing. And then you have situations that happen in the early 90s you can't replicate now.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like a lot of people just kept a lot of shit, private to themselves, and a lot of times, like, they didn't have this online shit where people are, just ready to.
Yeah, you don't have any online thing. Like, it's completely not like that at all because that's not the time. Like, it's funny because in like season 6, he gets an Apple computer and he starts emailing. We're talking season 6, 1996. And there's an episode where he can't figure out how to send an email.
Yeah, man.
Get away from stuff back.
Or if they wanted to let you know the status of a character that hasn't been on TV, like they said, the guy was like, my parents emailed me today. They're saying they're fine.
Oh, okay.
And then he would say, oh, Brenda emailed me, even though they fired Shannon Doherty and she was never coming back, and she never did. Oh, I got a letter. Oh, I got an email. Oh, they're doing fine. They're doing this. They're doing that. Just to keep you updated on the character, even though the character was never returning.
They did that for like 5 seconds in the commish with the brother. Remember? They were like, oh,
well,
brother,
you sent the videotape.
Yeah, then that was it.
And then I think one other time she said he called.
Yeah, it was like very little. But yeah, that is kind of funny. I didn't even think of that. Now you're just always connected, so you can't get away from it.
Guys, here's the thing. I know you don't like that lady on G4, but you know what? The show didn't die because of her. The show died because they cut the funding.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit didn't help one way or another. Right. But you got to stop blaming women for their fucking problems. All right?
And the thing is, too, it's like, I also think...
You might not agree with what the lady said, but you know what? She was sticking up for herself at the end of the day. All right?
Yeah.
I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of reading online, ooh, whoa, she said this and she killed the company. She didn't kill the company. They ran out of fucking money.
She was the scapegoat online for all these videos that
That's
were
what
attacking
I'm saying, man.
G4,
and I'm tired of seeing it. It's like, dude, guys,
but it's like,
when did people start hating on women? Like, get over it.
Right. And then you have
she made a statement as if any guy would have made a statement.
Right. And the thing is, too, I think if people
get over this shit, man, it's so stupid.
We're kind of business savvy and kind of knew the climate of things. If someone asked them,
hey, whether that lady was on the show or not, and I don't even know who she is, I don't really know anything about the lady. But here's the thing: whether she was on that show or not, this was going to happen. They were still going to lose funding. That's what
I'm saying.
They were still going to lose viewers because people weren't with this format.
They still lost the WWE deal. They still lost all the shit. It's like
Triple H didn't watch G4, but you know what? The ladies on there, get that shit out of here. Like, come on, guys.
He probably said we're giving money to what?
The people that keep like bitching about these talent are people that can't get laid online. Okay,
right, and it's also right, and again, like
because
I said,
you know what? It's always whenever you watch these, even IGN, they've always blamed the women. She shouldn't get a review code because she's a woman. Get over yourselves. You sound like you can't get laid.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a lot.
Can we live in the real world, everybody, and get off the internet? You have to work with women in real life. You have to respect women in real life. That's just the way that it is.
And the thing is that a lot of people, again, would have told people, anyone that had a brain that knew how to work the company, is that it would not survive in this climate. G4 was not going to survive immediately.
It didn't matter who was on the roster.
They're competing. They're up against people like us, people that are like, I know it sounds crazy, but it's like there's so many people out there making content and live streaming and like so much input output now that it wasn't going to work. It doesn't matter who said what, who ranted about what, who farted on set. Like, no one cares. Like, it doesn't matter who did what. It was doomed.
This to television and the internet.
Dead in the water.
Dead in the water.
Yeah.
TV's not the way to go. Like I said, you should have had your cast every Monday through Thursday. Everyone on your cast, they take turns. They review a game every day. Friday, you all get together on the couch and do the live stream show. Weekend, they go home or whatever and relax.
Right.
That's it, man. Or on the
They
weekend,
had
you
the
have your
studio-
interns live stream or whatever.
Right.
You
And
get the
they
younger
had their
guys over.
studio looking like Google over here when they barely made a comeback. Like they're like, oh yeah, like we're gonna do X, Y, and Z for all the studio, and it's like, yeah, and you know, it doesn't help when you know people that are on there also don't know shit about
Whether
the
the
games.
show
Like,
was
there was a lot
boring
of
or not.
people,
And whoever was on the show, the funding was still going to get cut.
right?
There
And
wasn't-
now, granted, some of the people that we're discussing also didn't know shit about actual games, and people were calling them out on stuff that they did get wrong, and
Well, that's
sometimes it
every
got
YouTuber.
spun in. Right. But there was people among that cast, among the person we were talking about, among other people that were getting information wrong, and they were getting away with it because no one called them out on set. No one was like, "Oh no, that piece of information's like," because it's all teleprompter
Yeah, but
shit.
look at
even
Review Tech
regardless-
USA. The guy gets every fucking thing wrong, and he's got over 1 million subs.
No,
People
that's
don't
true.
give a shit, man. They don't
Right.
care.
And they
Look
were
at-
getting
look at
stuff
the
wrong and
fucking-
losing.
Look at
stuff,
Twitter.
so-
Everyone's always giving out the wrong information to the
Right.
point where the fucking CMAs don't even know what they're talking about.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the internet's full of misinformation. Even if they screwed up on it, yeah, they should have caught themselves, but a lot of these people don't.
No.
You know
No.
what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's why.
And
Like
again,
you said, that's why.
you can't blame the cast. Yeah, sometimes if they have outbursts, people might get turned off, but you're always going to have people that are going to leave.
Yeah, or they're gonna leave because you know this guy says this about a game. Like they think, oh, you know, if he gave this game a 2 or something, that I'm just not gonna. It's like that's your choice not to watch. But clearly they were losing money. They couldn't sustain views. There was channels that had less subscribers in them that were getting more views than they were when they had, I think, like 400 something thousand at one point. And it was like, dude, there is a problem, like you said, immediately. And I, you know, when they did the whole comeback stream, I remember I watched it last year. I was like, you know what? It was last November. I was like, you know what? This is kind of cool. It's cool to see some of these, you know, OGs back or whatever. It was a big launch. And then again, it just kind of fell flat. And they never really had a simple, constructed, less is more approach. It was like, all right, let's have all these sets and all these shows and, you know, put it on cable and do this or that. Like even my one friend was like, holy shit, G4 is back. I saw the channel appear like on my, you know, cable listening. Like certain people didn't even know it was back. I think some people maybe the initial hit was good, but then they hit and then they just trickled out. It's like they faded out. Like they came back with a punch, being like, hey, we're back. Here's your attention.
Right.
But they didn't keep the attention. I feel like they just kind of kept it. It just wasn't, I don't know. The recipes weren't right this time around, you know, and it just didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
And I grew up watching G4. So obviously, you know, like I would have liked to see it succeed. I'm not one of these people. I'm like, yes, I want it to fit. Like, no, I want it as a fan from the old days. I you know, but now it's like, it's just like I said, it's just done, and it was very abrupt. It's a shame people found out through Wario 64. That's how you should get deals. That's not how you should find out you're fired from your job. You know what I mean? So, and that's real. Like we're not making that up. They literally found out through Wario 64. So there's a right and a wrong way to do it. I know it leaked, so technically, but like you know, come on, like you're supposed to treat your employees like that. Like no. You're not supposed to treat them like that.
Well, I mean, if there's nowhere to go, they can't go back to the office the next day. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a shitty way to get laid off. But people, that happens at that's just Microsoft just laid off a bunch of people.
Right.
So, look, at the end of the day, like, you guys can speculate on what you want. The bottom line is they lost their deal. They lost all their deal. They lost the WWE deal. Apparently, from what Anthony said, the WWE deal was going to keep them going. Had it went through. But you can't run it like that. You got to have several deals lined up.
Yeah. And they put a lot of money into things that just did not need to be, you know, multi-million-dollar studios and this and that. It's like, dude, people do this and make more money than they were with like less, like way less. Like not this Google office space that has these like couches and these
Dude,
like
a lot of
it's just
streamer
like
guys are in their attics.
that's what I'm
And
saying.
they're multimillionaires. Because
Yeah.
they're just streaming from the
yeah.
fucking attic all day.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say, like, pick your poison. 9 times out of 10, they're in a small little space, and that's all they need to get the job
That's
done,
it.
and it's it, man. So, again, in the age of the content creators, it was a no go. It was a no go. So, RIP G4. So long, and the old school stuff is still on there. I hope everyone obviously
You
involved
think they'll
just
be back? You think somebody's gonna pick this name up down the line?
I don't think someone will pick this up. I think this is definitely done. And if they do, they're gonna have a hard time trying to reclaim after all this shit. Because when you're known for shutting down twice, and you can't even keep something consistent for more than a year, I don't know who would want to
Hey,
invest
man.
in anything like that.
We've seen Ric Flair's last match 3 times.
Maybe
That's
that'll
true.
be Tony Khan's next venture after AEW
Right.
fails. He'll buy G4.
Yeah. And then he'll have people do, media scrums where they sit there and just scream and yell about games the whole time. And, but yeah, it's an end
I
of an
work with
era
fucking
again.
children.
a short
Adam
era.
Sessler next to Tony Khan at the scrum. I work with
Yeah.
fucking children.
uh,
With the devil voice because they screw up the audio.
Devil voice.
Yeah, remember CM
I
Punk sound like
remember,
Satan?
Yeah.
The show was we talked about it. All right, well, Ric Flair's 7th last match is Trainwreck. The employees will be
Yep.
fine. Some of them successful YouTube channel. That's good.
yeah, I mean, they'll honestly probably be more successful doing their own channel where it's not this corporate thing making all these decisions for you. You could just do your own thing.
Look, I
You
think
know?
at the end of the day, they tried to make it nice for everybody, but I don't think they realized how far the internet was.
It was
It-
trying to please too many suits and
I-
also too many fans.
But I think they were
please too
trying to
many-
please the fans at the end of the day. It just didn't work that way. Because it's not, again, you can't drop G4 into now and be like 2002. A lot has changed since 2002. A lot. Like just the way that we run the internet and everything. Things were a lot different back then.
Yep.
And it's a lot different today. They should have just turned it into a podcast.
That's it. That's all
Not
you
even a
needed to
studio,
do.
man. They could have fucking StreamYarded everybody on there.
Yep.
And they could have just kept it going that way.
Yeah, even if they wanted to do like an in-studio show, they could keep it simple.
You do
Just
a
have 2 sets.
podcast, you get crowdfunding, and then you fucking...
Yeah, do a show for X-Play and a show for Attack of the Show, because those were the 2 anchor shows they brought back to make it seem like, hey guys, this is familiar. But they, like you said, they kind of they didn't really narrow it down. They just kind of made it like
They just
add this
wanted
and
to
add
jump
that,
back
throw
in.
everything in the kitchen sink. It's like,
I think
Dude.
I think the intent was to jump back in the way it was, to keep it the way it was. So
to
that
keep the
people-
momentum going too, right?
Well, just to keep it nostalgic, and for people like you that grew up with it, you're like, okay, this is the same exact shit. Like, I'm cool. But
Right.
they don't realize, like I said a million times, you can't drop 2002 into 2022. Like, it just doesn't work anymore like that. Especially now, like you
Right.
said, there's tons of content. Like WWF used to be the fucking #1 rated cable show in 1999. You used to get 6s and 7s. It got 9s at one point.
hmm
You ain't even getting the 2 anymore because there's so much fucking content to watch on a Monday. Like you're not stuck to a TV and there's literally only like 50 channels you can watch.
Yeah, nowadays people don't even watch TV for content.
You don't
they
even watch
YouTube for
TV. You watch the
content.
internet. You watch YouTube. You
Yeah.
watch Twitch. There's a million different avenues. People aren't gonna fucking watch it on USA Network on cable. You know what I mean? Like we live in a different world. It's completely different 20 years later.
Yeah.
So again, we can armchair quarterback it. I think they were trying to do the right thing by just acting like nothing changed, but unfortunately, times change, and they didn't understand that, and that's where they're at. But I don't know why I'm talking about G4 because I never really fucking watched it. You did.
Yeah.
But I wish everybody luck over there as far as finding new work and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to thank any questions in the chat while I read our sponsors on Patreon. We have JB Zombie 89, Abo, Hockey Fan, and Captain Catch. Thank you for being sponsors of the Game Complainers podcast. Captain
Thanks,
Catch,
Thanks.
whenever you're ready, buddy, we owe you like 50 shows. So you let me know whenever you have time. I know his time zone is different from us. I hope he's doing well. But he has been keeping this channel going a long time. For a
Yeah,
long
thanks
time.
for the support.
And he is owed, he was paying for the tier to be on the show. So he is owed a lot. Literally. So whenever he finds the time, we can schedule the dates. You let me know, buddy. You message me and you let me know what's going on. And we'll schedule the dates. We'll get you back on here. Have you all watched Motherly on Shudder? No, I haven't seen that. Have you seen that? I don't have Shudder. Motherly.
Not. I do. I gotta check it out though. I've definitely been on it this holiday season.
G4, B4, oh well. Oh well, G4. Well, I'll just say this. I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired of people having outbursts and other people are like, oh. It's like, guys, we're all human. Chill. You know, people can get upset. People can. I mean, look, they can't go fucking psycho and shit, but
Right.
hey, man, if people are like saying, yo, leave me alone, fuck off, let's chill. People are humans. That's what happens. Whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so fucking tired. Just tired of the internet being stupid.
Okay,
Ooh.
so what they tried to do, I don't know if you remember, but they were trying to do a deal with WWE for the show called Arena, which was a show back in the day where they it was pretty much like online PC competitive. Like there'd be 12 computers on one side of the room, 12 computers on the other. They'd be fighting, so it'd be called Arena, and they were going to do one for WWE with obviously Xavier Woods. They're gonna have him involved and stuff like that, and that all completely fell through. So that's what I was bringing up earlier. Arena was originally what completely got canned because of everything else I guess that was going on behind the scenes. So
Should I leave the new Spider-Man and Scream Steelbook sealed? Should you? I would.
I would leave the Spider-Man one and what is it, Scream 5 Steelbook? I mean, the Scream 5 Steelbook I think is I think it's still in print. But I mean, I don't know. I think if anything, the Spider-Man
The
one.
Spider-Man got reprinted, so you might as well, I guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
I would just, you know what I would do? Keep them sealed and rebuy them on Black Friday for like $10 a piece.
Yeah,
non-steelbook.
Yeah,
you could do that too. I mean, if you want to. I mean, some people just open it and use it.
Yeah.
They don't care.
That's what I do. Like I'm like, if I'm gonna enjoy it, I'm just gonna enjoy it now. You know what I mean? So
Gotta get rusty later. Oh, I got some stuff in the mail. Hang on, I'll show you what I got before we go.
yeah, I gotta get steelbook covers, like actual like slips to put them in. Something I have to do. So order them in bulk. Say fuck it.
Yep. Holy moly!
Oh wow.
Oh, we got one of those.
Oh.
I got one of those because Wario put it up.
Did you get the ET Steelbook that came out? A lot of people have been looking for that. It's like sold out everywhere. I think it was a Target Steelbook.
I got that because Wario put it up and they weren't sold out for once. So this is what I got from Limited Run.
Nice.
One's for me and one's for the shop. I ordered this stupid game for the millionth time.
Ugh.
And then I ordered the other one for the millionth time.
Ah.
Then I ordered this one for the millionth time.
Oh,
Yeah. I got two of these. And of course, they released it on Xbox and I missed it. I was going to get it on Xbox. But there you go. Quack.
nice.
Don't quake my heart.
Oh, no. That'll be stuck in my head for
You guys
days.
going to get the DualSense Edge? Fuck no.
Hell
No, I don't even have a Elite controller.
Get the Elite V3. I still got to unbox that camouflage controller and the Elite V2 white controller that I bought like a month ago. This whole hospital thing fucked me up for like a month. I'm like a month behind now. Why is Dead Space Collector's Edition through limited run?
Seems odd. No, I mean, look, they're giving you a CD soundtrack.
Limited
a
Run
whole
Games is
helmet.
now like a distributor. Like they are like a legit distributor for games. Like they work with Microsoft now. They've been working with Nintendo.
We try to tell you on the show, guys. In a few
You know
years,
who
this is how you're
created
going
this
to be
fucking
getting your.
port? The guy that threatened fucking Microsoft, Modern Vintage Gamer. He
Yeah.
worked on this game, this port. Like this is real stuff.
And like what we said on the show before, in a few years or years to come, when physical media isn't around for these games, Limited Run is going to be the company that you're going to have to go to get these games and these collector's editions. To physically get it, I feel like Limited Run will be, that will be the only place to get these collector's editions down the road.
Super
So
Chat's not working. I don't know. RWK super chatted earlier. I don't think he had an issue. You could wait a couple of minutes and try again if you want, but I appreciate it.
or maybe try on a desktop other than your phone. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
maybe.
But yeah, in the future, that's how you're going to be getting your collector's editions is only through limited run. They're only going to be doing
I think
these like
eventually you're going to be getting your physical games only through limited run.
right. That's what I was just trying to bring up is that we've said that on the show in the past. So it's
They're going
like,
to make a shit ton of money down the line.
and they're doing this for Dead Space. Like that's pretty big,
Even when the consoles are all digital, I think they're still going to make games like this.
Oh yeah,
because
'cause it'll
people
come-
just want it, and they're going to put it on their
Right.
shelf and look at it, and they're going to make millions of dollars.
the Dead Space collector's edition doesn't even have a disc. It has a steel book that you can have on your shelf, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a disc. I'm pretty sure they just send
Does
you the
it come
code
with a mask
and
or
then
something too?
it comes with a helmet that you can actually wear. Like it's not like the Master Chief Halo 3 helmet. It's an actual helmet you can wear that has lights, which is just bonkers. A CD soundtrack, an art book, a statue. I mean, this thing is nice. For a Dead Space, I can't get it because I'm gonna try to get the RE4 collector's edition. But if you could swing it, I think it's like $279, and I think pre-orders actually end. I think November 3rd or 4th, so you can still jump on it. I like how they did it too. It wasn't like you had to be on there the second it went up. They actually were like, no, you can just.
They give
It's
you
not gonna
like a
sell
week.
out right away.
Sometimes they give you a month.
Yeah,
That's why I think I missed the Quake Xbox thing.
I'm pretty sure the Dead Space one you can still get. They
got Radiant Silvergun.
Oh, nice.
River City Girls 2 for PlayStation 5. Full Throttle remastered Xbox One.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man, they got a lot of shit on here. I think, I missed fucking Quake on Xbox. God, son of a. But you know what though? Limited Run is selling games on Amazon now. Through Amazon, so it's got Prime shipping. So that's another thing too. They're actually doing the Shredder's Revenge physicals, which got delayed until the end of November again. It keeps getting delayed. Let me see if Quake is still up. If not, I'll look on Amazon. No. I don't even see it on here for Xbox. Maybe it didn't go up yet. I thought it went up already. Yeah, let me check Amazon. Quake Xbox. The code is up here.
It's funny, Best Buy has a PS5 version, but there's no like release date.
Yeah, they're also selling games through Best Buy limited run.
Yeah,
so,
that's why I was checking for you. But it only has...
they're not really limited, but that's the name of their company, so they're gonna keep it. But
Yeah, they have Switch and PS5, no release date on Best Buy.
For what,
You
Quake?
could pre-order it. Yeah, for Quake.
Yeah, let me see real quick. No, I'm
But I don't
interested.
see Xbox.
Quake limited run limited rub Xbox.
And they have River City Girls. But they're not like out yet. Though. Which is funny.
Yeah, I don't even see anything on this. Quake Xbox physical. Quake is getting a physical, but not for Xbox. Yeah, that's from last year. Quake Remastered is getting a physical release. Switch and PS4. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. I could have sworn it actually went up. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not on their site. I know it's coming, or it was coming. Or maybe that was Doom 64? I don't fucking remember, man.
If I ever see it go up, I'll keep an eye out. If Wario posted or something.
That's what it was. I think it was Doom 64. Fuck. Yeah, that's what it was. It wasn't Quake. It was Doom 64. Shit. Let me look on
I'll check Best Buy for you.
yeah, I'll check Amazon. Doom 64 Xbox One. It's $5 on Amazon if you want the code. Yeah, I don't even see it here. They'll probably sell it in Best Buy.
Yeah, I don't see it on Best Buy yet either, but all those other games weren't even out yet, so it's probably gonna take a little bit.
Yeah, it's alright. If not, I'll go to eBay like in years from now. I'll pay the extra money, whatever. Anyone
Oh,
dressing up for what?
they had the Switch N64 version like last year.
Yeah, nah, that's okay.
Is it?
I'm cool. Maybe I did get the. Hang on, let me log in. Just so I know what's going. Dude, I ordered Games Unlimited Run. I like these games I ordered years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, it takes so long to come that you can't even.
I don't even. I'm not even logged in.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you the Best Buy will have this one because it still says in production. It's not even like.
Let me check my email real quick.
Okay.
What are you saying in the chat room here? I'm ready for Modern Warfare. Can anybody dressing up for Halloween? I don't think so, man. I'm too fucking big for Halloween clothes right now.
Halloween.
Halloween? That band
No.
sucks, man. It's Pat.
Maybe we can actually trick or treat this year. I don't know what to say.
Just go to CVS and you trick or treat.
Yeah, right.
Yo, let me tell you something, brother. Hold up. This is these aren't orders, are they?
I think last year we did
Yeah,
like
Doom 64 went up on August 5th. Fuck. I might have gotten it. I had to check. I had to see
either
what my
way.
order is. What?
Either way, if Wario posts it, I'll just grab a copy, and then if you need it, whatever. I'll like if he puts it up for Best Buy, I'll just order it.
It's funny because now the Xbox doesn't need fucking DRM for games I really like. I'll have just
Yeah.
to collect. Even though I got everything digital now. Yeah, hang on, let me see. Your package is arriving today. Limited run games, okay. Dude, I don't fucking know. This email sucks. Dude, this app sucks. It's horrible. Old email.
They're selling a Doom helmet at Best Buy
Yeah.
from Limited Run. Funny.
I had to fucking log in at some point. I don't even know if I ordered it because this email isn't fucking helping me. I had 2 email accounts with Limited Run.
I remember I was trying to look for my Castlevania order and I couldn't even find it in my email. I was like, well, I guess it'll just show up.
Yeah, I can't even find that either. I find all their stupid other fucking emails like, oh, pre-order this, pre-order
Yep,
that. They got
that's
way
exactly
too
what
much
happened
shit
to me.
there.
You can't filter the spam from the orders.
Well, I can't even filter the damn orders. I'm just trying to check my orders, and I'm getting all the, oh, this is coming out, this is coming
Yeah,
out,
don't you
that's
want to
coming out.
pre-order this?
Here, let's see this. No, because they email it from the same account. Doom Eternal. Fuck Doom Eternal. I don't even know, man. I go to old mail. Let's see if it filters this shit. No, it doesn't filter shit out. Try one more time. Doom 64. Oh, dude, fuck this. Fuck this email. This app has the worst app ever. Limited run tomorrow, Doom 64. Tomorrow, Doom 64. Last chance for Doom 64 was October 22nd. 20. Oh, wait, but that's for, I have Doom 64 for the fucking PlayStation. That was last year.
Oh, right.
Whatever. I'll fucking check my account later when I log in. You think the steelbooks are dying or coming back? No, man, they're not dying out. People are selling those things for hundreds of dollars right now.
They always sell out. All the time.
Go on eBay, my man. Check it out. Type in whatever
Yeah.
steelbook you got, and you'll see Blu-rays are going for a lot of fucking money too. Some of them are out of print and they go for a lot. Look at friggin' Men at Work and Easy Money. Easy Money, that's the only way to get that movie on Blu-ray is the combo pack. It goes for over $200 used. And people are buying them. She's a lifeguard at Wendy's. I have red contact lenses. Detective will wear. Sebastian, Evil Within. I don't know, man. You better be careful walking around like that. Are you guys dressing up? I mean, I know you got the kid to dress up. Was Anthony dressing his cats up?
I'll probably dress the cats up as something.
I just paid $20 for Euro Trip. I remember that movie. I saw it in the theater.
Mm.
It's an
It
old
was
movie.
with fucking Tom Green, right? Or was that something else?
Yeah,
I saw some fucking movie with Tom Green.
Eurotrip was with
Maybe that was like the
Alec
prequel.
Berg and David Mandel and Daniel Goldberg and
Okay, that's a different movie then.
yeah. This was 2004 Euro Trip.
I might at least 2 steelbooks off eBay a month. That's cool.
Yeah, steelbooks are. I mean, that's what I collect as far as like.
That was
4K
Road Trip.
stuff.
There you go. There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the worst movies I ever saw in my life.
I remember that one.
There you go. He caught that one. Look at that. I was like, what was that? I know I don't look like a real detective, but I don't want to get in trouble. That's cool, man. Just have fun. So I got your Switch. You got to tell me what Mario and Pokemon games and blah, blah, blah you want on this thing out of the gate.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got the latest Rabbids, which comes out tonight, even though it came out 3 days ago. Anything else come out tonight, real quick, before I get out of here? By the way, Uncharted got cracked on PC. I bought it, but whatever. If people don't want to buy it, there you go. You know, I hope Sony doesn't make their own launcher. That's gonna suck.
Oh yeah.
Just leave that shit on Steam.
More malware.
Listen, I like the fact that I even bought Halo Infinite on Steam. You know what I mean?
Just so you don't gotta fucking deal with.
So I don't gotta like deal with all that shit. I log in on my Steam account. I'm not. Windows fixed it so that you don't have to like log out of your Windows account to get in your Xbox account, because that used to be the way you had to do it. Now you can just log into the Xbox app with any Xbox account, but still be on your actual Windows account.
That's cool because you used to have to switch the fucking
You used to
thing.
have
That
to
was
switch the
always
account
annoying.
completely. Yep. That's why I bought stuff on Steam, and then I tested it the other day, and it's like, yes, your Windows account is now separate from logging into your Xbox account.
Thank
the Xbox
God.
app. They changed that. Which
That
is
was
cool.
so sloppy for the longest time. Yeah, because I was like,
Yeah,
why
'cause I
can't they
was-
just fix this Xbox hub?
I was
like,
subscribing to Game Pass on like 10 different accounts because I didn't
Yeah,
want to
you're
keep
just like-
logging out. Now I know I don't have to do that anymore, so that's good. But that family plan is definitely going to fucking help one way or another. Whenever the hell that comes out. Let me see real quick and then we'll get out of here. Nothing, Frank? No Pokemon?
No, I thought that was early, but allegedly people are saying it's coming. But if anything, it'll be in the next couple week or so. So usually it's like 2 weeks before.
Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition. Oh, okay. Whatever. Nobody wants that. Why is he aiming so weird on Halo? Personally, I don't play a lot of Halo. Is it the mechanics I'm not used to? What are you talking about?
I mean, it's not like Call of
think-
Duty, but
I think the shooting and the aiming in Infinite's the best it's felt in Halo for a while. So I think
Halo
it
Infinite
definitely
definitely feels like a Call of Duty game for sure. Which maybe I like it, but a lot of people don't like it. They want classic Halo. I don't have an issue with it, man. Things move on.
I think it's smooth. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I read that one. All right, well, I think we're all gonna go. It's super duper late. We had a super duper show. Aiming felt like a close up camera. Oh, that's aiming down the sights. It depends on what Halo you're
You
playing.
can change your field of view too. Just go in the settings and see if you can switch your field of view.
If you're playing Infinite, then yeah, you could. Dude, they got tons of settings on that thing. I turned the shaking camera off, but listen. And by the way, there are rumors that it's they're gonna switch the engine to Unreal 5 for Halo Infinite.
yeah, I heard that.
Here's the problem I have with Halo Infinite. When you run, you could see the screen like kind of like slowing down, and it's not like that in the other Halo games. That was my biggest pet peeve with Halo Infinite, and I turned the shaking camera off, and it still happens. That's just the way the game is made with the subspace thing. I hope the Unreal Engine rumor is true, and I hope we get Halo Infinite and fucking Unreal 5 because that'd be fucking crazy.
that would be nuts.
Look
You know that
forward to the Game Awards. I don't watch that shit. Jeff Keighley's a fucking bitch.
If you stream it, it's just to meme it. You know.
The Game Awards is just a big commercial to promote games for the holidays. That's all it is. Because they're all on the board. It's faker than fucking wrestling. Phil Spencer's on the board. The dudes from PlayStation are on the board. The guys from Nintendo are on the board. It's all the companies pay Keighley just to promote the games that are coming out that Christmas. That's all it fucking is. The game that wins Game of the Year is the game that they want to promote and sell games for Christmas.
why it's in December like that,
Yeah.
conveniently.
Oh, yeah, no, God of War's Game of the Year. It just came out. Oh, God of War's Game of the Year. Gotta buy that for Christmas for my kid. Hey, baby, get me God of War. It's Game of the Year. That's all it is. It's just a big commercial. It doesn't mean shit. And Keighley's so fucking biased anyway. It doesn't even matter at this point. He loves Kojima. He sucks off Kojima. He fucking folds his underwear for Kojima. He does his laundry. He buys him dinner. He buys him
Diesel will
breakfast.
come out. You never know.
What?
Vin Diesel will come out and announce a new Fast and the Furious game.
Vin Diesel just come out and be like, "I'm fucking stupid." Yeah. The menu in Halo Infinite is atrocious. I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's a fucking menu. I don't
Call
know.
of Duty menu is atrocious.
Yeah, the Call of Duty menu is 50 times worse.
It's
You don't
really
even know where
bad.
you're going in Call of Duty.
I remember when I first played Halo for the first month, I accidentally had like the control on set to something different, and to operate the menu, it was like backwards. It was like really wrong, and I thought that that's how the actual menu was, and then I realized it was a setting that I accidentally turned on, and then I turned it off, and I was like, oh, finally, down is down. I had to like go over and then left to like, it was like all opposite. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, this is terrible. But then I realized it was a dumb setting I turned on.
It's probably going to take a long time for them to switch the whole game over. Yeah, hopefully they're doing that now. Apparently, they said there's going to be a big drop in November as far as like a Halo Infinite like showcase. So I don't know what's going on. Hopefully that happens and hopefully everything works out because Halo Infinite is good, but it needs more content, man. That's been the big problem. Jurassic Park World Domination. I don't even bother with that. That's like a sim game or a RTS type game or whatever. Riots if Elden Ring doesn't win. I agree. Just give up on Halo and revisit in 2030. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think really quick, Pilot Wings on the N64 online runs at 60 FPS.
That's what I said last week. It's awesome.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
If you got Nintendo Switch Online expansion, download the N64 deal, and Pilot Wings is in there at 60 FPS. It plays great. The movie I meant? Oh, I thought you had the game. Dude, I didn't even see it. I didn't even see the second one. Jurassic Park is one of those. It's like Halloween 2018. You bring it around once every like 10 years. They made a trilogy out of Jurassic Park, the new one, and they fucking ruined it. Jurassic World, whatever you want to call it. Because it just flopped. I mean, not the first one, but 2 and 3. Well, I heard nothing but bad things about the third one. I'm still gonna watch it at some point, but I still haven't watched the second one.
It was like, there's a whole bunch of like, what am I looking at for 2 hours? It was just like there were some decent scenes, but like it was pretty forgettable in my opinion.
The developers? Oh, the developers. Yeah, but you know what? They got that new team. They got the new leader, the new leads. I would say leader,
Yeah,
but
give them a
leads.
shot.
Yeah, you got to give them a chance, man. They got to try to prove themselves and fix everything. And if they can't, they can't. I mean, what can you do at that point? But, you know, we got to give people a chance. See what's up. If they already have community updates for this month, that's a big improvement. because originally they weren't going to have community updates until fucking January or something, right?
So stupid.
Wasn't it like 6 months out that they were like,
It
yeah,
was
Yeah,
crazy.
the
something
minute
like
they
that.
got everybody in, all of a sudden now it's like a month and a half, 2 months later. Okay, we got some news. All right. Good night, y'all. Really enjoyed the show. Doing anything tomorrow? Well, we're both covering Resident Evil, so you pick and choose what channel you want to go to. It's okay, one way or another, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I love Resident Evil, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, do it.
He's gonna be doing it with his crew over there.
Yeah, I'm going to be
And-
doing it with Biohazard Declassified, who's another, YouTube. Well, he doesn't really do stuff on YouTube. He's more a Facebook gaming group. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. And then obviously there'll just be a bunch of coverage on Resident Evil and some Silent Hill stuff I'm going to do, that you'll see. Not so much like a bunch of videos on Silent Hill, but I'm going to do like I already have my reaction recorded for Silent Hill 2, so I'll post that as well. So yeah, a lot of good survival horror stuff to cover. And then you got the gold edition next week, so we'll be covering that too. So
That's gonna be great. I'm gonna be streaming that too on PC, so check that one out too. We're gonna be
Hell yeah.
covering all that stuff, so it's gonna be Resident Evil heaven for you guys.
good October. That's a good. Let's just say good horror month. So
And then horribly, Call of Duty's Friday, so there you go.
yeah, that I do want to play. I just don't know when I'll get around to playing it because it's going to be a lot of RE stuff. But I definitely want to play it. I want to play MW2 really bad. So
It's really good. I gotta play the
Yeah.
first one, man. Maybe I'll stream that at some point before the second one. Even though I got like one day to do it. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I enjoyed the first Jurassic Park movie because it felt like a vacation. Oh yeah, Resident Evil Showcase, Hearts. All right, we're gonna
yeah,
run.
6 p.m.
These guys gotta
So.
go. They gotta sleep. I gotta do something, either sleep or whatever. But I'll catch you guys later. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. We had a great
Yep.
show tonight. Big show.
Yeah, big show.
And everyone stay safe out there and take care. And we'll catch you next Wednesday. Well, we'll catch you during the
Bye.
week, but whatever. You know what I mean. Take
Take
care,
care,
everyone.
guys.
Good night.
See ya.
Have a good one.
Peace. All right. That's going to be it. I don't know if I should stream when I'm done or if I should just go to bed. I'm getting kind of tired. But yeah, it's super duper late. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, RWK. And look, what I was trying to say earlier, just everyone just be nice to everybody. Don't treat everybody too badly. You know what I mean? You don't know what other people are going through online or whatever. Just take it easy, man. Treat people how you'd want to be treated. That's all I'm saying, man. You never know. You never know what someone's going through. So, but thank you all. Appreciate it. Great show. Thank you. Thank you, Liquor Sandwich. Appreciate it. Kama, thank you. And yeah, The Alchemist, Abo, Trainwreck, Midway Gamer. Let's see here. Who else was here? Let me see. Who else was here earlier? I guess that was it. But oh, Jesus was here. That's right. Check out Jesus's channel, M3TV on YouTube. They're covering wrestling. There's a lot of stuff going on in wrestling. Right now, I'm not really interested. That's why I'm not really doing anything about it. But they got everything down if you want to hear about what's going on lately. And check out Dreadpool's channel. He's got a Teespring. It's getting very fucking cold outside. Grab a hoodie. Grab a mug. Have have hot chocolate. Have tea. Wear the hoodie. And don't freeze outside. So go to Dreadpool's Teespring. Check out Trainwreck's channel at VB. Subscribe there. He streams. He might stream after I'm done. He's on Twitch as well as Vengeful Brick. Check him out there. Check out Anthony's channel. Let's Talk Resident Evil. What else do we have? Whose channel? Who else's channel do we promote here? I don't even remember right now. I apologize if I'm leaving anybody out, but thank you for watching. I'm tired. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll catch you guys later. I'll catch you tomorrow for the showcase. Peace.